This was, I think, Philadelphia's best game of the playoffs. Like, they were outstanding in this. Because you think about the opponent.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's talk about this.
Okay.
Let's talk about this for a second. Carolina, people are talking about they're so great, and they are. They are. Underline. Carolina's division. Let's bring up the stats for how everybody finished. Okay. Now, Carolina, because Carolina kind of got screwed, actually. Playing Ottawa was way too hard. You know what I mean?
And they swept them. Carolina
finished hold on. As soon as the season goes over, the NHL takes down the standings.
I hate that. Second in the league? I think they were second.
Second in the league, but I'm looking more in their division. Okay, so Carolina had 113 points.
Sheesh.
The second place Penguins had how many, Steve?
105.
98. The third place Flyers had how many, Steve?
97.
98.
Oh. Damn.
So the Carolina Hurricanes are playing teams that they were 15 points up on. That's 7.5 wins.
Right.
That's 15 OTLs.
That's so many points.
That's so many points. The Flyers taking Carolina, leading them for that long, dominating a lot of the play. I know Carolina's great. That's why they came back and won. But the Flyers doing that, I think, deserves a little bit of... Give them some flowers.
The first time Carolina's trailed in these playoffs. That's insane. It took until the 6th game. And they were trailing by 2.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't let it get away from them.
Mm-hmm.
They worked away. They were the Carolina Hurricanes. And you know who's maybe the most underrated player in these playoffs? Like in terms of individual performance? Taylor Hall.
Oh, he's having an outstanding playoff.
We're all talking about Freddie Anderson. We're all talking about Logan Stankoven. Hall's got, 8 points?
He's been amazing.
Including an overtime winner?
And he was a throw-in the trade, was he not? Or how did they even get him? It was like, was he not?
I think he was... now I don't remember.
It was like a weird thing or did he sign their free agent? Regardless, it was sort of like, oh yeah, Taylor Hall's a Kane now, and everybody kind of ignored it. And now
he
he's
was
playing.
Definitely traded.
Yeah, I felt like he was. I thought it was Mikko Rantanen adjacent, but maybe I'm wrong. And it doesn't matter.
He was such a suitcase for a while.
He was, but this is a guy that won a Hart Trophy once.
Hart Trophy. When I see him dial it up for the playoffs, he had one playoff with the Coyotes.
Yeah,
in the bubble. No one remembers because it was the Coyotes,
And I, as a generational Freddie hater, I know not really. I just have seen him fail time and time again for teams that I care about. Freddie was awesome. He was excellent.
You said this is the best you've seen him. He has 2 shutouts.
Yeah, but this was the better one.
He had a shutout in every minute of this game except one. Were he allowed to?
Jesse, did Ottawa lose?
That's true.
Did Ottawa lose the series or did they get run over? Because everybody's like, oh, well, they were in it. But they weren't. But it's like, well, you got swept.
I can't give you a 1-sentence answer on a 4-game series that I watched every minute of.
This is, you know, who you sound like.
Much
you sound like Rod Brindamore when Rod Brindamore got swept by the Florida Panthers.
There's too many details. Like, if you want me to analyze the series,
we were in.
If you want me to analyze the series, we can spend 30 minutes on that.
Listen. I think we're all forgetting. We agreed. I'm pretty sure that Rod Brindamore was correct when he said that. It didn't feel like a sweep. But
I did not agree.
The point I made, I was like, can you imagine if Sheldon Keefe said that shit?
Yeah.
We would be the #1 meme forever.
Oh, we are.
And it wouldn't even be a top 10 league.
It would be.
Let's be honest.
It's copium.
It's enormous copium, and we would be laughed at. But people looked at that, and it's Rod Brindamore, and they're like, all right, fine. And they watch the actual series, and they're like, yeah, I guess he's right. But like, that is ironically a very accurate way, I think, to describe that Hurricanes Ottawa series.
Mm-hmm.
It was close. It was a sweep.
It was close, but one team can execute better than the other one, and Philadelphia is up against that.
100%. And you see that, right?
It's when their backs against the wall. All they did was commit to their play style, and they continue to do the thing where they outshoot their opponents. And there's so many penalties in that game. Like the whole thing was played on special teams, and they executed one on the power play with Ehlers, and then they get the goal in the third, and then things just kind of tilted their way.
Yep,
they're a really impressive team.
Yeah, they are, but I want to say Philly deserves the flowers for at least being in it. Again, listen, I know it's the playoffs and it's the second round and it's like, well, we just get out there and win. But this is a team that was 15 points down on the Carolina Hurricanes. And the fact that they beat Pittsburgh, no one called that. Nobody called them beating Pittsburgh. And they tied with Pittsburgh.
I
should have.
Okay, Jesse had them.
Ironically, Carolina's playing like...
I'm so mad because I was like, you always ride the hot hand. I was like, except for Crosby. So I'm going with Ottawa and I'm going to go with the Penguins because I believe in Crosby. Fucking idiot.
Heading into the playoffs, both teams were hot hands.
Not Pittsburgh.
No, Philly.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Like Carolina is playing against the dreaded, the team you don't want to play. And they're 6-0.
Yeah, against the two hot teams.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's maybe been an overcorrection with the Hurricanes. This team that always seems to have a plateau. Like,
can I just go on
they're the most underrated team in the league.
No. Can I go on the record and say time and time and time again, I picked these fucking Carolina Hurricanes to do well. And I remember I picked them to beat Florida 3 years ago.
Yeah, and you punched out. Just like you did with the Ducks.
Yeah, that was unforgivable.
Time and time again, I have supported the Carolina Hurricanes, and they've let me down. And if this is the year they do it, damn it, man. All right?
There's a chance they go undefeated to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah. Stop it!
And they lose their first game in the Cup Finals.
Because I can see them putting on a clinic with Buffalo or Montreal. I can. Like, you could see it. They're laser. Like,
I could see
unbelievable.
Philadelphia hearing this and winning 4 straight.
Yeah, that's true too. Cousin Shunis is going to light Jesse up.
I hope so. I would love for them to feature me again.
Cameron's going to call in.
Yeah, Cameron, call up the show again.
Cameron!
What the fuck?
I will be alone in the house and say that to myself.
It is one
of my favorite
It's a vocal stim. Yeah, for sure. Now, here's what I want to say. Seth Jarvis tying it up later in the third, and they know where his buddies are. Instantly, the camera goes to where his buddies are. And I wanted to ask you guys, I'm like, this feels like hockey's version of Entourage in like the not weird kind of creepy ways that Entourage could be dark, right?
Yeah.
This feels like it's like Entourage, but it's like a Disney Nickelodeon exclusive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it wasn't called Entourage. It was just called Pals.
Just pals. I'm assuming that because listen, normal jobs, most people can't just afford to go to all those games. Like I'm assuming he's just flying his buddies in, right? You got to be flying his buddies in.
I think so. So I went to school. Well, we both went to school with a bunch of guys who knew Wayne Simmons.
Yeah.
And they were at a lot of Flyers games, and not all of them were in Toronto. And I was the same age as them, and we all had entry-level summer jobs. I don't think they were flying to Philly on their own dime.
On the zoo salary?
I don't think so. I don't think so. So I hope Seth is, I saw his extension. Friggin' cough up.
Good for him. Good for him. Now,
when you go to the highlight of the game, even
look at them
on ESPN, like as the action's happening, they have a cam on these guys, and Jarvis scores, and they go to that cam, and they're just all celebrating.
If you could find some way to upscale that's almost like Renaissance painting. Right? Like that's a shot that, you know what, Steve, you're going to hate this. If you could AI that and clear it up a little bit, that's a shot you put on your wall and you go that, like, cause that's look at that. Look at the joy, the excitement. Can you imagine that? That's so fun. And they all have Stankoven jerseys, or sorry, not Stankoven, Seth Jarvis jerseys on.
The closest I've come to this feeling is when Jesse scored the Game 7 goal for us in a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that was a good time.
That is the closest.
Yeah, and when you won the ball hockey championship for John Boy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you were so happy for me, and I was like, that
was a good time.
That's my guy.
I'm glad you proved all those haters wrong.
Yeah,
Dangle couldn't do it, and you did it.
Dangle did it. Dangle, hey. Take the championship away from me, or you can't.
He's got the ring forever.
Or you can't.
You look up to the sky, there's the banner. It hangs forever.
Yeah.
I got the banner in the John Boy Media Warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yep. Yeah, actually somebody, oh man, it was really funny. Somebody went at Craig Button because he was making a comment about John Chayka. And they're like, because Craig's saying like he doesn't have like the resume. And someone's like, LOL, Craig Button didn't have the resume when he took over in Calgary. And Craig responded with a picture of the Stanley Cup and his name circled on it.
And he wasn't the GM, but like
he was in the Dallas Stars.
he was there. Frig off.
His name's on the cup. And the guy, to his credit, the guy was like, well, you got me.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, you're done.
Well, yeah, your name is literally chiseled into the Stanley Cup.
Incredible.
Quite the Joker.
Yeah.
If we were playing president.
And will be for the next 100 years, right? Like it takes a while for the rings.
Yeah.
Not forever, because they do take the rings off.
Oh, that's right.
The Leafs are about to come off the cup.
Is it sane? Is it possible? Still I ask myself, are we our game? It's not logical, but you contemplate, are we am I?
What's up, everybody? I had to jump in early because they look at this, the NHL dropping the puck on time at 9:50. Not even really expecting it. Let's go. Okay, so I think this is like my fourth or fifth night streaming in a row. Let's get after it, man. Let's have some fun. Steve's still streaming the end of the Montreal-Buffalo game. I mean, I know it's already over, but Steve's still talking. He's still flapping his lips, probably bragging about McKenna or something. But we are fully immersed back into the second round. No more press conferences or draft picks. Let's talk orange versus gold. And let's say this. The fact is Anaheim should have won this last game. I'm curious to see how Vegas comes out because Anaheim absolutely dominated the first period, actually dominated most of the game and just could not score. Couldn't get it going. Cutter Gauthier, number 61. That's somebody to watch tonight. His ice time was like under 14 minutes last game. So I'm feeling like Joe Quenneville needs to get that up there. I think he's relying on that fourth line a little too much. And I think they're going to give him the opportunity to do it. Already a shot on Aiden Hill. So it is going to be Gauthier, Paling, and McTavish again, which is interesting. Or at least that's what they're saying. But I'm hopeful that they kind of switch these lines up a little bit because I think Gauthier should be with Carlson. You got a 40-goal scorer, and Leo Carlson is leading the NHL in chances generated, offensive chances generated. I don't know why you wouldn't put Gauthier with him, but it's Joe Quenneville, and he's won a lot more cups than I have. Offensive zone face-off of the Ducks. They win it. It's Granlund. Back to the point. Shot on net by Trouba, just kind of whistles wide. And it looks like Gauthier is going to play with Granlund tonight. You can see him up there, number 61. All right. I'm just pulling up the depth chart here for the Duckaroos here. Okay, nobody's got the updated lines too. Like both Puckpedia and Daily Faceoff do not have the correct lines going right now. Guys, they got to get on it. Who's working over there? Come on. So Mason McTavish is not playing tonight, which I think is fascinating. That's a $7 million player not playing. Not playing. Can you imagine? Woo! That's an ice cold decision by Joe Quenneville. Only a guy like that could make a decision like that. By the way, hi everybody. How's your evening? How's everybody doing? I've missed you all. I know it's only been like 18 hours, but I've missed you. Skylar Gray says, a day late on the cat naming discussion, but one I thought of was Marty Perniers. Or Matty Perniers. Oh, it had to be a Vancouver. Well, I guess Seattle's close enough. By the way, big shout out to Justin Fisher, who has created the 12 ping pong ball in our emojis. Just incredible work, Justin. Incredible work. Bat flips and birdie pups dropping 10 SDPN memberships to get us started all right. We're going to have a good time. Vegas Golden Knights ice the puck. Tortorella, you can see him doing the head thing where it's his angry head. I'm not gonna blow my top yet, but I'm a little mad. Mike F and Bond, Gripper Nation fighting for love. Bat flips and birdie putts. Start the subs. And Sports Talk Chud says Avs will go 12-0 through the West, maybe 16-0. Are the Avs and Canes about to meet in the finals and never have lost a game? By the way, Sports Talk Chud, Hayden is doing the stream tonight, and he says shut your mouth because he's a Wild fan, and they should be more in this. Let's be honest. Hayden says they're going to lose in 7. They're going to win the next 2 games. What's the arena called now that it's not XL? Grand River Casino, is it? Yeah, okay. Blue White Flame. All right, Adam, ready to go. Game 2. Go Knights! You know, there was somebody who was very angry on the last video. So when the streams end, they post to the SDPN channel as like a video. And somebody's like, how do you like that, you Ducks-loving tool? And I was like, okay. We're all just trying to have fun here. I don't understand. He's a lifelong Golden Knight. That's right. He spent his whole life. He grew up like his father and his grandfather before him. Dolan says, Adam, the tears of other fan bases has tasted delicious after the lottery went. Oh, my God. The Boston crash outs have been amazing. Did you guys see the Boston guy go, hey, we got porked. We got porked. We got porked by the league. It was so great. I mean, whose was? Pete Blackburn? Very funny. Yeah. He had Steve on today, too, which was great. Sedin Magic 15, Gripper Nation, let's do this. Logan Prescott says quack, quack, quack. And somebody asked, yo, what you drinking? Tonight, it's a nice Nespresso Melozio edition. I don't know if you like Nespresso, but Melozio is the best straight-ahead coffee that they have. Matherman says, I hope Sundin ends up like Yzerman in Tampa, not Yzerman in Detroit. Amen to that. By the way, I saw some real bad Canucks crash outs. You know, I was talking to my friend Matt Sakaris from Sakaris and Price this morning, and he actually asked to use our footage, which was awesome. Nice play. Oh, nice play by Vegas. We got a penalty called on the Ducks. Who's it going to be? Is it actually? Hold on. Is that a Vegas penalty? Oh, it is. So Hurdle high stick on John Carlson. Ooh, offensive zone face-off or offensive zone penalty. We don't like that. Oh, he did. Oh, we got him good. Yeah, that's a penalty every time. Darth Penguin 29 says, Orange County Penguins fans, Seneca for Calder. Let's go Ducks. Yeah. Anyway, Matt, I was saying to Matt, I'm like, listen, like I know that it's a kind of a deep draft. Like there's Chase Reed and Chris and Veerhoff and Stenberg and who's the other guy? Caleb Malhotra. And it's going to be Caleb Malhotra. Of course, they're drafting Caleb Malhotra. So it's not the end of the world. People got to remember, Quinn Hughes went 6th overall behind Philip Zadina. John Carlson over to Carlson. Carlson Leo. Back to Carlson John. To Carlson Leo. Back to Carlson John. Carlson to Gauthier. Gauthier back to John Carlson. Shot from the point. It goes tipped wide. Goes over the net. John Carlson again at the blue line. Leo Carlson now. 95 seconds remaining on the power play. Back to John Carlson at the point, over to Gauthier. Ducks getting bodies in front of the net, but not a lot of shots here. Just playing to the outside. Here we go. Leo Carlson in. Troy Terry with the redirect. We got a rebound. And Chris Kreider was not able to shovel that in, but Anaheim able to continue to hang on to those pucks. Down low is Granlund. Tried to find Kreider. Leo Carlson to John Carlson. Back to Leo Carlson to John Carlson. Playing a little pond hockey here. Granlund, down low, shot. Oh, and Leo Carlson had a great opportunity, just not able to get there on time. Granlund again. Minute to go on this power play. It's Leo Carlson with a shot. And that goes up off the boards, off the blocker of Carter Hart. John Carlson at the blue line to Leo Carlson again. Shot. That puck is blocked, and Vegas are finally able to clear after a minute 20. The Anaheim Ducks have two really, really good scoring units for the power play, so they're going to make the change. There's Jackson Lacombe, the quarterback of PP2 for the Ducks, and into the zone they come. It's Beckett Seneca leaving it for Jackson Lacombe. Gauthier still out there, and a good glove save by Carter Hart. 25 seconds to go on this power play. Henderson Gale. So hold on. Meg Hahn says the quack attack is back, Jack. Henderson Galebraith, can I still use the Gru Crew or not? Of course you can use the Gru Crew. Of course. Anime Cowboy, pulling for VJK, I won't lie. I want to see an existential crisis in Buffalo if the Sabres do win a cup before the Bills win a Super Bowl. That would be amazing, actually. I would be down to watch that. Bat Flips and Birdie Putts dropping 20 SDPN memberships. Let's flip and go, baby. Offensive zone face-off. It's the power play, and Paling gets kicked out. It's going to be Gauthier taking this face-off draw. He's got Seneca out there. He's got Lacombe out there. He loses the draw. Hannafin fires it around the boards, clears it. Sedin Magic 15 says, I've decided to take a more positive stance on this. The Canucks are going to get a stud at number 3. Plus, we get to see how the Leafs screw this up. You know, I like that after a good sleep, you've come back to it, because that's the way it ought to be. By the way, Vegas, I think, put the puck over the glass. Is it a penalty? The Ducks are saying it's a penalty. Are they going to review this? They're going to chat about it. Tortorella just almost mouthed the F word. Is it a goal? Delay a game? It is. It's Marner. Marner is in the box. Number 93. I've seen that before in Toronto. It did happen here in Toronto. So Marner just tried to clear it, and it's bouncing. Like, poor guy. I do feel bad for players when it's bouncing like that. There's literally, what is he going to do? It's just quirky luck, baby. Quirky luck. Giggling Cat says, carrying over from the last stream, I owe a ton of subs, but Google worries I'm being held hostage. Let's see if there's a daily limit or per stream. Well, Giggling Cat, we're just happy to have you here. Just happy to have you here. West Richard, quack, 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 quack. Mr. Ducksworth dropping 5 SDPN memberships as well. And Giggling Cat says it's daily. Come back for the next Sabres v Habs. Thank you, Cat. We love you. Just come hang out with us. Just be with us. Come make snarky comments about the Leafs. By the way, speaking of the Cats, they're drafting 9th. Seattle Kraken drafting 7th. Apparently, both picks are extremely available. 5-on-3 power play over. We're back to 5-on-4 and a shot by Carlson. And I think it was it looked like it was going in, but Carter Hart, I think, kicked it away with his right pad. By the way, can we talk about that Montreal Buffalo game? Sabres looked really good on that game, huh? Like, I'm sure it's just, it's first game of the series, you shake it off or whatever, but I was like, damn, Sabres. Damn. Woo! Like, Tampa didn't run over Montreal like that. No way. Leo Carlson gets the puck again. Man, he's had a lot of power play time. But he's like 22, so he's got the energy. Carlson across. Granlund tried to get it shot. Granlund was knocked over and high-sticked. And the puck is out of play, and I think Granlund is pissed because he got whacked in the face. And he's talking to the ref right now. And he's bleeding. Is he bleeding? Yes, he is. Oh, my God, is he bleeding? Holy shit. He's bleeding a lot. That's a 4-minute power play. This is a... Oh, yeah, that's Jack Eichel. And they just showed it on the screen. Guys, Vegas are going to be down 2 men. Oh, my God. I wanted to say something there, but I couldn't spit it out. Hayden is reminding us that coming into this game, Vegas are 95% on the PK in the playoffs. So maybe this doesn't scare them at all. But two of their best PKers, Jack Eichel, Mitchell Marner, both in the box now. Because they're going to the box. Like, come on. That is a to the box all day, every day. I'm just saying. Okay, call on the ice confirmed. Groog778 says, it's not about McKenna for me anymore. Canucks have never selected first, moved up in the draft, and have lost 12 lotteries despite a 98% chance combined. I'll support whoever we get, but man. Well, that's not true. They did move up in the draft once. Maybe not in the lottery, but they did move up to get the Sedin picks, right? They had the second one. I think they had to make a trade for the third one, did they not? Second and third? Anyway, listen. Canucks fans, you're getting a stud. You're still going to get a great player. And, this is the thing. When you go and you look at draft picks, are the stars in the league all number one guys? Like, I'll get you one. I'll give you a Toronto example. 8th overall pick, 2014, William Nylander. That's a guy that can give you 100 points if he tries every night. PK Subban, 2nd round pick. Cale Makar was who's that when he was drafted? There are plenty of opportunities. I feel like Flames fans and Canucks fans definitely got screwed, but plenty of opportunities, and it's a good draft this year. Real good draft. Carlson to take the face-off. 5-on-3 for 1 minute and 37 seconds. This could be massive for the Ducks, or it could be massive for Vegas if they kill it off. Look at Granlund, eh? They just got, what is that black thing they have? Is that just his goatee that's covered in blood? Carlson loses the draw. That's a big one to lose. 9 Goofy Goober says, asked earlier in Steve's stream, this was the debate at work. Socks or no socks to bed? Steve said socks. You know what? I was no socks to bed for years. I have recently got on the socks to bed train after reading articles that say, actually, if you keep your feet warm, you sleep longer and better. And I wear clean socks to bed. I never wear the same socks to bed that I was wearing around in my shoes or anything like that. But I do wear clean socks to bed. I do it. Troy Terry, cross. Oh. Okay, so Anaheim's really going to collapse in on Vegas here. Carlson to Cutter Gauthier to Carlson. Terry to Carlson. This is John Carlson. Kreider standing in front of the net. Leo Carlson beside it. Gauthier tries to do a bit of a slap pass. 37 seconds to go on this 5-on-3. The Ducks better start to take advantage here. Vegas doing a great job killing this penalty. They're almost through it. They're almost through the 5-on-3, and that puck is shot high and wide by Troy Terry. We got it back to John Carlson at the blue line. 23 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Leo Carlson to Cutter Gauthier. No shooting lanes available. Nothing available. The Golden Knights are doing a great job. Shot by Gauthier and a big save by Carter Hart. And oh my God, the 5-on-3 is over. I told you, this is going to be a big moment for either team. Vegas faithful on their feet. 2:22 left on the Jack Eichel power play, but Marner is out, and he's going to be there with Stone, and you know how devastating they can be on the PK. Oh, Anaheim accidentally fires the puck out where they shouldn't. Mark Stone being very aggressive on the PK. It's Jackson Lacombe collecting. Two minutes to go on the Eichel penalty here. Well, actually, 1:53 if I want to be exact. Hannafin to Paling. Killorn. And the puck is fired out. Vegas, they're on their feet. They got a great PK, this Vegas team. It's excellent. Shots are 7-2 in favor of the Ducks. They barely got any shots. Oh, and the Ducks, we might have a breakaway here. Lacombe has got to be careful. And back up come the Ducks. Not quick through the neutral zone. Not quick enough anyway. Killorn drops for Granlund. They've gained the zone. Granlund gets it down low. Seneca makes a bad pass, and out they go again. Here's the thing. Vegas is doing a great job interrupting in the neutral zone, and when they get in, they're always in your passing lane. They've always got a stick. Granlund on the half wall. Back to Terry. Back to Granlund. Half wall down low. No shots on the net here. Makes a bad pass, but it got away with that one. Ducks regain possession. Terry gets run over. And we got a 2-on-1 for Vegas. William Karlsson tried. Oh, wow. Seneca broke that up. That was a good play. That was a really good play. Braden McNabb might have had a really good chance on that 2-on-1. Only 30 seconds to go. We are 9 minutes into this game. Most of it, Vegas has been on the PK. And boy, have they done a great job. 23 seconds remaining. Leo Carlson through center. Drops to Terry. Jackson Lacombe to Troy Terry. Troy Terry. Puck intercepted by Marner. And that's created an offensive zone opportunity. We got a 2-on-1. Power play expiring. They're going to get the shot. No, they did not get the shot. Chris Kreider got back. Dostal covers. And Vegas has cleaned it up. Crazy. Anaheim are already, it's 9.5 minutes into this game. Anaheim are going to be 0 for 4 on the power play. We had 2 high stickings. One of them was a double minor, and Mitch Marner accidentally put it over the glass. And here we are. Wow. Wow. Denise Campbell, it's okay, Adam. Words are hard. Listen, you got to spit a lot of them out very quickly when you're doing this. Craigo says, bam, it's 2009. And you could pick any of your old radio jobs to go back to. Where do you go? There's 2. Halifax, Nova Scotia at 101.3 The Bounce. Doing the overnight shift. Kind of like this, actually. This reminds me of that. Or Kiss 92.5, where I worked Kiss 92.5 in 2009 when the station launched, and it was it was so flippin' exciting. It was amazing. It was such an amazing place to work. So yeah, those are the 2 jobs I'd go back to. My overnight job in Halifax, and then my evening job at Kiss 92.5 in Toronto. That 2-year stretch, I think, was some of the most fun I ever had in radio until I did the morning show, and we're going to have a breakaway here. Puck intercepted by Leo Carlson. Carter Hart out. Carlson brought down. No call. Now there's a call, but it's going to be the Ducks. The Ducks are going to take a penalty. Leo Carlson was hooked down. The Ducks are going to take a penalty. Did not get the shot off. And I think there's going to be a goaltender interference. Oh, why did I say it was Cutter or it was Leo Carlson? It was not Leo Carlson. I thought I saw that. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Wow. That's crazy. This is an interesting game. Okay. So, what do we got here in the super chats? Insider J Money, honestly, 0 good players in this series. L Cutter. He's a Flyers fan. Not a big Go Jay guy. Giggling Cat, cheer up Canucks fans. It's the Leafs. There is a non-zero chance they screw this up or don't pick McKenna or Stenberg. True, but I think they're going to pick McKenna. 10 of 20. I'm from Philly, but for some reason, I got an ad for Dogman the Musical coming to Toronto. I blame you for this. Anyway, keep up the good work. Hey, listen, if we can influence your Canadian entertainment options, that's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to do. Insider J Money, I saw Adam at the Dome and Lower Deck all the time. I was at the Dome a lot because we actually at the 101.3 The Bounce. The Dome is this gigantic club in Halifax, and they used to have these things called dollar shots. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. When I moved there, they had just outlawed dollar shots because one of the bouncers had picked up a patron and thrown them through the window onto the street because they were too drunk and they were taking swings at him. So the city council got together and they're like, these dollar shots have got to go. So that next weekend, everybody in Halifax had $1.50 shots. Didn't change much. You used to be able to make no money there and drink as much as you wanted. It was crazy. I don't know if it's still like that, but I made no money when I worked there, and I could at least get out one night a week with my friends, which is pretty cool. Now things are just so damn expensive. Craigo says you have, oh no, I've already got you that. Oh, Craigo says you have magical powers and can take one song out of rotation from your radio past. What song do you pick? One song that I never have to hear again? Oh, there's a few. I could give you a top 5. All About That Bass. I think Tones and I, Dance Monkey. There was a few Canadian songs that were just awful, but we had to play them. But I'm gonna say Tones and I. That's the worst song I've ever heard in my life. She sounds like a chew toy. Like no offense to her, I'm sure she's a very talented artist, but like that song grated on me. And I was doing mornings at that point. So you wake up in the morning, it's 6 a.m. You're starting off the show, and then it's like, hey, we got this going on, and here's Tones and I, and it's like, oh, I see you, and you're like, oh, terrible. That's one of the worst songs I've ever heard. Oh, but there were some great ones, man. There's some great songs. Hayden says AWOL Nation. Sam! We never played that. That was for the Edge. We never played that. Here, shot across Dostal. By the way, Vegas are on the power play. Ducks doing a good job clearing. 105 left on the Vegas power play. Somebody said Katy Perry Fireworks. Yeah, that got a little tiring, but it wasn't the worst song. Like you only get one pick. It wasn't the worst song. Grenade by Bruno Mars. You know what? Another one that really drove me nuts, and this is not going to be a popular pick. Love the Way You Lie, Eminem and Rihanna. I didn't love that song. We also played it, weirdly enough, at Virgin Radio when I was there in 2011. Over the course of the year, we played it 1,200 times, basically every 75 minutes. And so I got really tired of that. Oh, here we go. Shot. Oh, Granlund almost caught Carter Hart. Remember, Anaheim's still on the power play here, but a great play was made to get Granlund that puck, and it was a sneaky little shot that just goes wide. Somebody else said, what are some good Canadian artists that you played? Well, I didn't play these guys, but my favorite Canadian band of all time is April Wine from Halifax, Nova Scotia. You should check them out. One of the best rock and roll bands ever. Influenced bands like Motley Crue and a lot of the 80s guys with their solos and stuff. April Wine, love them. Rush is obviously incredible. But for like Canadian pop music, obviously we had Justin Bieber, we had The Weeknd, we had Alessia Cara. We had, who were some other international ones? There were some big ones. We had I was very lucky in the era I came up in. A lot of the Canadian artists became international superstars all of a sudden, whereas before they really hadn't been. Shawn Mendes. Yeah, Shawn Mendes was huge too. I didn't love Shawn Mendes' music, but I also realized that I wasn't a teenage girl who was 15. So that was okay. Yeah, Shawn Mendes. Yeah, it was huge. Listen, I got a fun Shawn Mendes story. If you guys want to hear it, shot. Oh my God. Anaheim, man. They are getting a lot of shots. Carlson gets it. Nice interception. Doesn't go for the shot, though. Tries to deke his way through like 40 Vegas players. That's not going to work. I'll come back to you guys. I got a Shawn Mendes story. Remind me when we get the commercial break, because it's really cool, actually. Jesse was there for it, so he can vouch for me. All right, they're going to commercial here. Okay, so here's one. So Shawn Mendes is like 16 or 17 years old whenever Life of the Party came out, which was his first hit. So he comes into Kiss 92.5, and it's myself and my co-host at the time, Blake Carter, who now works for Garth Brooks in Nashville. She runs the Garth Brooks channel, which is crazy too, right? So Garth Brooks has his own streaming channel. She's the one that programs it. Pretty cool for her. And Jesse was our producer, but Jesse was very young and very quiet back then. And so Shawn Mendes comes in, and we got the video cameras all set up, which was revolutionary for the time. This is like 2015. Nobody was videotaping radio segments and putting them online and putting them on YouTube. And so we talked to him, we interview him. The guy's from Pickering, which is like 40 minutes away from the radio station and about 10 minutes away from where I grew up. And so we're just chatting, and he was really good in the interview for a teenager, like really, really good. And then we go, okay, we're gonna play Shawn Mendes' "Life of the Party" on Kiss 92.5, and like fired the song, and we start talking, just shooting the shit off the air when the song's playing, and he stops us. He puts his hand up, and we're like, oh, sorry, is everything okay? And he's got his headphones on, and he's like, listen, no, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. And we're like, no problem. And then we let the song play out. The ID plays, and it's like, Kiss 92.5. And then it goes to the next song. And then we're going to come back with Shawn after that song, right? You play a couple songs in between. And Shawn says to us, he's like, I'm really sorry about that. That's the first time I've ever heard my own song on the radio station. Like, on the radio ever. And so we were there. I was there when Shawn Mendes, international recording artist, heard his song on the radio for the first time. I was standing next to him. Isn't that crazy? And I think he still follows me on Twitter. We followed each other. Randomly. We don't talk or anything. I don't want to pretend like we're friends or something. We're not. But really nice guy. And I thought that was a cool moment. That was a damn cool moment. And even if you don't like Shawn Mendes' music, which I already told you is not necessarily for me, Shawn is a great guy. And that was a very, very cool radio moment. So, yeah. Hayden says you were a big fan of his longtime girlfriend, Camila. I'll be home for Christmas. You guys remember her Christmas song? Oh man, Camila. I used to love the way Shawn Mendes said Camila. Yes, me and Camila, because he's got that voice where he talks a little like this. Yes, me and Camila we've put together a song. I know what you did last summer with Camila. But it was anyway, that video exists, by the way, of Blake and I hearing Shawn Mendes for the first time. We brought him on the air. It's still on the Kiss 92.5 channel. You can search it up, and I think it's at least, unless they tore it down or they took it down because they were mad at me for leaving, which they were. But it happened. It happened. Very, very cool. Scott Lamon said Q104 in Halifax used to play Hotel California so much I can't hear it anymore. Who's the morning show there? They were so nice, but they were absolute lunatics on the air. They were crazy people, but they were the kindest people. BJ and Bobby Mack, when I was there, it was at the BJ and Bobby Mack show. Very, very nice people. Very, very nice people. 5:58 to go in the first period. And the puck goes in. Sorry, we should be talking about the hockey game. I'm just waxing poetic about Shawn Mendes in the Kiss 92.5 studios. That's back when radio used to be fun. It did used to be an amazing thing. It was incredible. It's still fun in Australia. It's still fun in England. They still take it seriously there. They do. Unfortunately, I got my issues with it here, but I'll leave that for some other time. 5:27 to go in the first period. Vegas only with 3 shots, but if you just tuned in, Vegas had 4 penalties in the first 10 minutes. 4 penalties, and they killed them all off. Their PK has been incredible. Absolutely amazing. Oh, wow. Okay. What a save by Carter Hart. He's decided to learn how to play goalie again. He was awful in the first round and awful all year. And people were like, yo, okay, we're going back to thingy. So I've got to get, let me see some super chats. Sadine Magic 15 says, just between you and me is fire. April Wine, you know your music. Steeson Schiller, Firework isn't even Katy Perry's worst song. Dark Horse was so bad it made me hate Juicy J. Worst guest verse ever. Now, I got to be honest with you. I heard Dark Horse for the first time at a venue called the Roundhouse at the Apple Music Festival, very weird, in London, England. So Kiss sent me over, and I was covering it. 2 artists debuted their brand new music there that night. And it was like, there was a whole bunch of different artists, like Icona Pop played, they're like, I don't care, I love it. And Iggy Azalea played that night. And Iggy Azalea was unknown. This is before Fancy came out, right? And then Katy Perry and Justin Timberlake. And that was the Katy Perry Dark Horse album, whatever album that was. And then the Justin Timberlake Suit and Tie one. And so Katy Perry played Dark Horse, and the place was just like, whoa. I really liked Dark Horse, but I think Juicy J, what he said, she's a beast. I call her Kama. She eats your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. That's a terrible verse. Those guys get paid like a couple $100,000 to do those verses, and they don't give a shit. They don't care. It's awful. I'm so with you, Steeson. Grand Lake Rocks 34 says, honestly, as happy as I am that the Leafs got first overall, I kind of hope the Leafs traded to Vancouver for a third and Pettersson. No, you don't. Give us a 2C that we need. Take Sten and Reed at 3, fixes 2 to 3 issues on the team so we can focus on the. No, I'm going to tell you, Pettersson, if he's ever going to regain his form, he's going to go to a smaller market. That guy needs to get away. There are some guys that literally can't handle it. He's one of them. And, he's a guy who in Toronto would be eaten alive. Like, showed up to training camp a couple years ago, like not this year, but last year, completely out of shape. Like, and that's after their playoff run. Can you imagine that happened here? You think the criticism of Mitch Marner was bad? Yeah, trust me, Pettersson in Toronto, not a good mix. Not a good mix. It looks nice on paper. If he can regain his form, he'll be found value. But the guy also makes $11.5 million. Oh my goodness! Coach got 2 swings with his backhand, and Carter Hart was there for both of them as well. Hurdle. What are they doing here? Oh, they're showing off the schedule for tomorrow. Okay. Carlson. 4:22 left in the first period. Craig, did I miss a super chat? Okay, Craig, hang on, buddy. I can't. Craig's dropping some really good topics tonight, but I also have to do the game here, so I'm gonna try to balance this. Okay, all right. So I liked Dark Horse. Katy Perry song. You know what song I really liked by Katy Perry when she first came out, which everybody makes fun of now, but I still think it's a good song? Thinking of You. That's a good song. And I know that she goes a little crazy with the vowels on it, and that's what everybody on TikTok was making fun of. But I think that's a really good song, and it was really, really well written. She wrote that about Josh Groban. And Hayden's in my ear going, "Don't forget about California Girls." Hayden is our California girl. Hayden says, "I am undeniable." SMR said, I said earlier in a super chat that this felt more interactive, like a more interactive radio broadcast, and then the concept of radio is a huge topic discussion later. Well, did you say that in a super chat here? Did I miss that? I apologize if I did. Maybe you said it to Steve. That's sort of, listen, television and radio. And I'll tell you, radio was the best trainer for me. Oh, big shot. You know, everybody who's like a great broadcaster, like the best of all time. In Canada, you think about like a guy like George Stroumboulopoulos, Oprah. Everybody started in radio because you get your timing. You have to talk between songs. They let you talk for 10 seconds at a time. So you got to be quick. People that start in radio, specifically pop radio, top 40 radio, they're the ones that go on and can do literally anything else. If you start in television, a lot of times you're like reading teleprompters and you never quite develop the skills to like bounce things off each other. You notice on the SDP, like Steve and Jesse and I are like bounce, 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 bounce all the time. That's because, well, Jesse and I are top 40 radio trained and Steve's just really talented. Like, let's just call it what it is. He was naturally always that way. So. All right, here we go. 3:55 to go. Shots are 12-5 Anaheim, but they have not been able to solve the enigma that is Carter Hart because he was awful in the first round, but he's been pretty good through 4 periods here against the Ducks. Shot! Oh, and that was a big one. Jack Eichel fired it, but the defenseman got in the way. I think it was Jake Trouba, and then throws a hit on Barbashev, but Barbashev is able to absorb most of it. Lacombe. Gauthier trying to get the puck out. It's going to be Killorn, but he's got 4 Vegas Golden Knights to go through. So he just flips it past one. Oh, big hit from behind. Minchikov goes down. Brett Howden. It was a legal hit. Like I'm not saying that he should have been penalized or anything like that. Oh, another hit. Okay, we're starting to get a little nasty here with 3 minutes to go in the first period. I like it. Just Jimmy says, quack, quack, Ducks, baby. Let's go. 2:49. Time is ticking down. A lot of neutral zone play. Vegas just trying to kind of batten down the hatches. The Ducks keep coming, but they keep not getting the second shot. Second shots are key for the Ducks in this game. For Vegas, it's going to be pass side to side. You got to get Dostal moving, right? So you're going to watch Vegas, and they're going to try to get Dostal in mid-slide. That's how you beat him. He's a very, very good goaltender. And you know what's cool for the Ducks is they can probably walk into any series. Like, let's say the Ducks get through. They're going to be playing one of Colorado or Minnesota. And maybe Dostal... I think against Colorado, you could make the argument that Dostal is probably better than Wedgwood. I would say Colorado's a way better team, and Wedgwood looks good in front and behind them. But if you were to start a franchise tomorrow, are you taking Wedgwood or Dostal? It's going to be Dostal. Now, Minnesota, a little bit different. I think they made a mistake starting Philip Gustafsson last night, but Jesper Wallstedt, that's one of the best young goalies in the league, baby. So it's the Czech or the Swede. It's a toss-up. Shot in by Drew Hellison. Shot by Hines is blocked. Stick was broken. And that Vegas player, whoever that was, had his stick knocked out of his hand. I think it might have broken. And then was able to, Washi and Kolasar going at it. Now Viel's in there. The fourth line has not seen a lot of minutes in this opening round, which is good. They were playing way too much in game one. They're just going to go mix it up. There's been a lot of special teams in the first period. 4 total penalties for the Golden Knights, 1 for the Ducks. So, yeah, the fourth lines they're pretty fresh. Haven't played much. Anime Cowboy. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but after the 5-minute power play the last 2 games, these look like more like the Ducks I'm familiar with. Well, I think you're looking at an elite PK unit. And the teams that have the best special teams on both sides of the puck are usually the teams that go all the way. There's a reason Vegas won the Cup years ago, guys. And you look at, Connor McDavid calling this division a pillow fight, and he was right. But isn't it funny? One quick coach change, Tortorella, with like 10 games to go, and these guys have all of a sudden just found their game. And Torts is like, I'm not going to even change anything about Cassidy's system. I'm just going to be a different person. Crazy. 2:02 left in the first. Vegas wins the offensive zone faceoff. Rasmus Andersson shot in by Hannafin. Anderson's going to chase this one back down to the blue line for the Vegas Golden Knights. Sissons and Lacombe fighting for the puck along the boards behind the net. Dowd gets the puck over to Kolasar. To the point, it's Rasmus Andersson. The big deadline pickup for the Vegas Golden Knights that everybody suspected was going to happen for like 3 years. Everybody's like, well, he's going to Vegas eventually, right? Yeah, we know he's on the trading block, but he's going to Vegas, right? We all knew it was going to happen. Still no extension, though. I think that's interesting. That's notable. Paling flipped it to Carlson, but it's a slow roller. Carlson fires it back around the boards. 1:13 left in the first. Carlson slaps it. Oh, here we go. Shot by Minchikov, and it got hit on the way, but could have been dangerous. It kind of flew through the air. Oh my God. Carter Hart was down and beaten, but the Ducks couldn't get that puck to settle down. Shot by John Carlson through traffic. It's kicked aside by Carter Hart. And back to the point. It's Carlson again. And Carter Hart makes another save. He had no stick that time. I think it knocked his stick out of his hand. Wow. Anaheim pushing, but Carter Hart doing everything he can to keep that puck out. People called Torts crazy. I might have been one of them for keeping Carter Hart in the net when you had Aiden Hill, Stanley Cup winner, sitting on the bench. Maybe Torts was right. Maybe he knows what he's doing. Torts could be the first coach besides Scotty Bowman this year, by the way, to coach 2 different teams to the Stanley Cup and like win it if Vegas wins. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Kragos 1983. What's Jesse's best attribute as a worker? Jesse believes that he can do anything. He believes that he can learn anything. Jesse goes, oh, I don't know how to do that. I will just look up how to do it, and then I will do it. Jesse built all the studios here, all by himself. Didn't ask for help. Didn't want help, frankly. He doesn't tell us when he's going to do it. I'd love to help him, but he's like, nah. I think he'd rather work by himself. We'd probably just get in the way. Jesse Blake can do literally anything. Anything. And he knows Steve and I aren't very technical. Barbashev flips the puck down. There's going to be 25 seconds to go on the clock as the Ducks try to make one last run down the ice. Carlson tried to get it to Terry. That puck intercepted. Back to Carlson, who intercepts. 11 seconds to go on the clock. Tries to give it to Lacombe. Lacombe fires it down to Terry. Terry with Kreider. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that is it for this period. 15-4 are the shots. 0-0 is the score. That's crazy. That's a crazy period. Bit of a defensive masterclass in that first 10 minutes by the Vegas Golden Knights. Killed 4 penalties, including a 2-minute or 1-minute 37 5-on-3. Pretty phenomenal. Pretty phenomenal. That's a veteran team that knows what they're doing. You know, you got to think too. Here's what I think about the Ducks, because Vegas is obviously, I don't know if they're putting on a defensive clinic, but they're holding the line, which is what they did in game 1. They found a way to win. You don't dominate every game. You got to find a way to win. Anaheim, once they solve Carter Hart, I think they're going to be hard to stop. And by solve, I don't mean 1 goal. I mean, like, we get 1, 2, 3. You know, you get a couple of goals in a period and then maybe one the next period immediately. And you're like, okay, now I got them. That's going to be when they start to take this series. If they get there. They have to get there. So I don't know what Coach Q is going to tell them, but I'm fascinated to see. Now, producer Hayden, what kind of a clip are we running for intermission? Ooh, like in the same intermission? We're going to give them both? Okay, I love this. Okay, so we're going to do a little Carolina Hurricanes talk, and then a little bit of Kucherov not performing in Game 7. Listen, we criticized Mitch Marner for not getting enough points in Game 7s. How about Nikita Kucherov getting none ever? That's a real stat. Seriously. Have a watch. I'll see you here at the beginning of the second period.
This was, I think, Philadelphia's best game of the playoffs. Like, they were outstanding in this, because you think about the opponent.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about this.
Okay.
Let's talk about this for a second. Carolina, people are talking about they're so great, and they are.
Mhm.
They are. Underline. Carolina's division. Let's bring up the stats for how everybody finished. Okay. Now, Carolina, because Carolina kind of got screwed, actually. Playing Ottawa was way too hard. You know what I mean?
And they swept them.
Carolina finished hold on. As soon as the season goes over, the NHL takes down the standings.
I hate that. Second in the league? I think they were second.
Second in the league, but I'm looking more in their division. Okay, so Carolina had 113 points.
Sheesh.
The second place Penguins had how many, Steve?
105.
98. The third place Flyers had how many, Steve?
97.
98.
Oh. Damn.
So the Carolina Hurricanes are playing teams that they were 15 points up on. That's 7.5 wins.
Right.
That's 15 OTLs.
That's so many points.
That's so many points. The Flyers taking Carolina, leading them for that long, dominating a lot of the play. I know Carolina's great. That's why they came back and won. But the Flyers doing that, I think, deserves a little bit of, give them some flowers.
The first time Carolina's trailed in these playoffs. That's insane. It took until the 6th game. And they were trailing by 2.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't let it get away from them.
Mm-hmm.
They worked away. They were the Carolina Hurricanes. And you know who's maybe the most underrated player in these playoffs? Like in terms of individual performance? Taylor Hall.
Oh, he's having an outstanding playoff.
We're all talking about Freddie Anderson. We're all talking about Logan Stankoven. Hall's got, 8 points?
He's been amazing.
Including an overtime winner?
And he was a throw-in the trade, was he not? Or how did they even get him? It was like, was he not?
I think he was. Now I don't remember.
It was like a weird thing or did he sign their free agent? Regardless, it was sort of like, oh yeah, Taylor Hall's a Kane now, and everybody kind of ignored it. And now
he
he's
was
playing.
Definitely traded.
Yeah, I felt like he was. I thought it was Mikko Rantanen adjacent, but maybe I'm wrong. And it doesn't matter.
He was such a suitcase for a while.
He was, but this is a guy that won a Hart Trophy once.
Hart Trophy. When I see him dial it up for the playoffs, he had one playoff with the Coyotes.
Yeah,
in the bubble. No one remembers because it was the Coyotes and it was the bubble.
Yeah.
6 points in 9 games. And this is a guy who I'll go there. I'll be dark. He took a hit in the Memorial Cup where everyone watching it was like, he's dead. He died. And he just gets right back up. I think he returned to the game and was a killer for back-to-backs before he was even picked.
Yep.
He was one of those guys who just didn't get much of a chance to prove himself in the playoffs. And then I want to say his first year or his first time making the playoffs, it was the year he won the Hart, and they just got killed because they were always going to get killed.
Mm-hmm.
This is a playoff performer. And he's having one of the most underrated playoffs out of anyone in the league.
I think I mentioned this in the series preview, but if you haven't been paying attention to the playoffs, you haven't noticed Taylor Hall, because that line of Hall, Stankoven, and Blake have been the best line in the playoffs so far. So you just haven't been watching. Like, they dominated Ottawa. They were the sole reason that there was offense out of the Carolina Hurricanes, and they've just continued to play that well. Like, Blake had 2 assists in that game. One came on the power play on that Ehlers play, and then he assisted on that Hall play, and Stankoven was still just as good. That second line has been better than any line in hockey. And Taylor Hall's a large reason of that.
Yeah, I was wrong. He's got 9 points.
That's a lot.
9 points in 6 games.
And he became a Carolina Hurricane because he was a part of the Mikko Rantanen trade.
Yeah, okay. Who was he from?
Technically, Mikko Rantanen came to Carolina through Chicago.
Oh, right.
Carolina sent a 3rd round pick to Chicago so that Chicago completed the Mikko Rantanen trade, because they sent Taylor Hall and Rantanen to Carolina.
Because was it a double retain?
Yeah. I know
when double retains could happen.
Yes.
Can I just say,
that's it.
I remembered something.
Hey.
You did?
Hey, this guy.
Oh.
Not the whole thing, but I got part of it.
That would be the only reason they do it, because they moved the salaries, right? So Chicago retained on that.
And Gary said, fuck that. No one wants that shit.
Nobody wants fun trades.
Nobody. That's against the spirit of the rule. I'm Gary boring fart man. Bet.
Dude,
it's always funny when you have those and you could say like Rantanen was a Blackhawk.
Yeah. Like Robin Lehner was a Leaf.
He was.
Anyway,
He was indeed. Hall has nearly a goal every 3 playoff games. He's got 19 in 60. He's got 44 points in 60 games. He's got 9 in 6.
the most
series. Incredible.
unforgivable thing the Leafs ever did, I think, under Dubas, most unforgivable, and I'm not trying to be a hater, is going for Nick Foligno over Taylor Hall. That, and I know Nick Foligno would have been a good trade had he not injured his back. He's still playing, and he's effective for the Wild.
I'll die on that hill.
Hall would have been better, and I will die on that hill.
Damn.
And you know I'm right. You know I'm right. Hall was always a better hockey player.
A center would have really tied the room together, and I thought he played really well. Then he hurt his back and became a guy. He was just some guy.
Just saying.
I think last night he continued his Conn Smythe run. Frederick Anderson was great again. He did enough.
He was, you know what? That was the best I've seen from Freddie. And I, as a generational Freddie hater, I know not really. I just have seen him fail time and time again for teams that I care about. Freddie was awesome. He was excellent.
You said this is the best you've seen him. He has 2 shutouts.
Yeah, but this was the better one.
He had a
Jesse.
He had a shutout in every minute of this game except one. Were he allowed to?
Jesse, did Ottawa lose?
That's true.
Did Ottawa lose the
Funny way to
series or did
put
they
it.
get run over? Because everybody's like, oh, well, they were in it, but they weren't. But it's like, well, you got swept.
I can't give you a 1-sentence answer on a 4-game series that I watched
Ottawa,
every minute of.
This is, you know, who you
There's
sound
too
like.
much
You
detail
sound like
there.
Rod Brindamore when Rod Brindamore got swept by the Florida
There's
Panthers.
too many details.
Oh,
Like, if you want me to analyze the series,
we were in it
if you
the whole
want me
way.
to analyze the series, we can spend 30 minutes on that.
Listen. I think we're all forgetting. We agreed, I'm pretty sure, that Rod Brindamore was correct when he said that. It didn't feel like a sweep. But
I did not agree.
the point I made, I was like, can you imagine if Sheldon Keefe said that shit?
Yeah.
We would be the #1 meme forever.
Oh, we
and it
already
wouldn't
are.
even be a top 10 league.
It would
team.
be.
Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
It's copium.
It's enormous copium, and we would be laughed at. But people looked at that, and it's Rod Brindamore, and they're like, all right, fine. And they watch the actual series, and they're like, yeah, I guess he's right. But like, that is ironically a very accurate way, I think, to describe that Hurricanes Ottawa series.
Mhm.
It was close. It was a sweep.
It was close, but one team can execute better than the other one, and Philadelphia is up against that.
100%.
Like
and you see that, right?
It's when their backs against the wall. All they did was commit to their play style, and they continue to do the thing where they outshoot their opponents. And there's so many penalties in that game. Like the whole thing
Yeah.
was played on special teams, and they executed one on the power play with Ehlers, and then they get the goal in the third, and then things just kind of tilted their way.
Yep.
They're a really impressive team.
Yeah, they are. But I want to say Philly deserves the flowers for
Yes.
at least being in it. Again, listen, I know it's the playoffs and it's the second round and it's like, well, we just get out there and win. But this is a team that was 15 points down on the Carolina Hurricanes. And the fact that they beat Pittsburgh, no one called that. Nobody called them beating Pittsburgh. And they tied with Pittsburgh.
I
should have.
I had them
Okay,
in
Jesse
fact.
had them.
Ironically, Carolina's playing like
I'm so mad because I was like, you always ride the hot hand. I was like, except for Crosby. So I'm going with Ottawa and I'm going to go with the Penguins because I believe in Crosby. Fucking idiot. I
heading
coulda
into
had
the
both.
playoffs. Both teams were hot hands.
Not Pittsburgh.
No, Philly.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Like Carolina is playing against the dreaded the team you don't want to play, and they're 6-0.
Yeah, because the two hot teams.
Yeah.
Like I think there's maybe been an overcorrection with the Hurricanes. This team that always seems to have a plateau. Like
Can I just go on
they're
the
the
record?
most underrated team in the league.
No. Can I go on the record and say time and time and time again I picked these fucking Carolina Hurricanes to do well. And I remember I picked them to beat Florida 3 years ago.
Yeah, and you punched out. Just like you did with the Ducks.
Yeah, that was
I have
unforgivable.
Time and time again, I have supported the Carolina Hurricanes, and they've let me down. And if this is the year they do it, damn it, man. All right?
There's
Now-
a chance they go undefeated to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Stop it.
And they lose their first game in the Cup Finals.
Because
Okay.
I can see them putting on a clinic with Buffalo or Montreal. I can. Like you could see it. They're laser. Like
I
they're
could see
unbelievable.
Philadelphia hearing this and winning 4 straight.
Yeah, that's true too. Cousin Shunis is gonna light Jesse up.
I
Holy
hope
shit.
so. I would love for them to feature me again. so I can
Cameron's
yell.
gonna call in.
Yeah, Cameron, call up the show again.
Cameron,
What the fuck?
I will be alone in the house and say that to myself.
It is
one of my favorite
It's a vocal
vocal
stim.
stims.
Yeah, for sure. Now, here's what I want to say. Seth Jarvis tying it up. later in the third, and they know where his buddies are. Instantly the camera goes to where his buddies are, and I wanted to ask you guys. I'm like, this feels like hockey's version of Entourage in like the not weird kind of creepy ways that Entourage could be dark, right?
Yeah.
This feels like it's like Entourage, but it's like a Disney Nickelodeon exclusive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it wasn't called Entourage. It was just called Pals.
Just pals. I'm assuming that because listen, normal jobs, most people can't just afford to go to all those games. Like I'm assuming he's just flying his buddies in, right? You got to be flying your buddies in.
I think so. So I went to school. Well, we both went to school with a bunch of guys who knew Wayne Simmons.
Yeah.
And they were at a lot of Flyers games, and not all of them were in Toronto. And I was the same age as them, and we all had entry-level summer jobs. I don't think they were flying to Philly on their own dime.
On the zoo salary?
I don't think so. I don't think so. So I hope Seth is, I saw his extension. Friggin' cough up.
Good for him. Good for him. Now,
When you go to the highlight of the game, even
Look at them.
on ESPN, like as the action's happening, they have a cam on these guys, and Jarvis scores, and they go to that cam, and they're just all celebrating.
If you could find some way to upscale that's almost like Renaissance painting, right? Like that's a shot that, you know what, Steve, you're going to hate this. If you could AI that and clear it up a little bit, that's a shot you put on your wall. And you go that, like, because that's look at that. Look at the joy, the excitement. Can you imagine that? That's so fun. And they all have Stankoven jerseys, or sorry, not Stankoven, Seth Jarvis jerseys on.
The
That's
closest
cool.
I've come to this feeling is when Jesse scored the Game 7 goal for us in a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that was a good time.
That is the closest.
Yeah, and when you won the ball hockey championship for John Boy.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
you were so happy for me, and I was like, that's
that
my
was
guy.
that was a good time.
That's my guy.
I'm glad you proved all those haters wrong.
Yeah.
They said Dangle couldn't do it, and you did it.
Dangle did it. Dangle, hey, take the championship away from me, or you can't.
He's got the ring forever.
Or you can't.
You
You'll
look
always
up
be
to
the
the
first
sky.
one.
There's the banner. It hangs forever.
yeah.
I got the banner in the John Boy Media Warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yep. Yeah, actually, somebody, oh man, it was really funny. Somebody went at Craig Button because he was making a comment about John Chayka. And they're like, because Craig's saying, like, he doesn't have, like, the resume. And someone's like, LOL, Craig Button didn't have the resume when he took over in Calgary. And Craig responded with a picture of the Stanley Cup and his name circled on it.
And he wasn't the GM, but, like,
he was in the Dallas Stars.
he was there.
there.
Frig off.
His name's on the cup. And the guy, to his credit, the guy was like, well, you got me.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, you're done.
Welp. Yeah, your name is literally chiseled into the Stanley Cup.
Incredible.
Quite the Joker.
Yeah.
If we were playing president.
And will be for the next 100 years, right? Like it takes a while for the rings.
Yeah.
Not forever, because they do take the rings
Oh,
off.
that's right.
The Leafs are about to come off the cup.
What's up, everybody? Okay, I got a couple of super chats to get to that came in right as we were going to break. Giggling Cat says, once they solve Carter Hart, this would be the Ducks. Torts will switch goalies. That's probably true. It's probably true. Anime Cowboy, I miss White Cloud in Vegas so much. I do not see Anderson lasting. It's been an awkward fit, but he's looked better since Torts got there, hasn't he? He wants, listen, here's what we heard before he was traded there. And this is for like a year and a half. It was like the only place Rasmus Anderson will sign is Vegas. And then in Calgary, they asked him about it. And he was like, well, no, that's not true. And then it comes out that, yeah, if they wanted to sign him to an 8-year contract in Calgary at the money he wanted, he would have stayed there. But if it wasn't Calgary, it was going to be Vegas. And now, I don't know. Does Vegas want to keep him? Maybe they want to keep their options open. They don't have a ton of cap space for next year. I don't know. It's interesting. Jimmy, has anyone ever won the cup, got fired, and won the cup with the same team later? Lindy Ruff is going to set some unbreakable records. Well, Lindy's never won a cup, and he didn't win it with Buffalo either. They went to the finals, but the Buffalo Sabres have never won a Stanley Cup. So, I don't know. Lindy went to the finals, lost in 6 games to the Dallas Stars, one of the most controversial Stanley Cups ever. He might get a second chance this year. You never know. You never know. Trevor said, I think Dorofeyev is an RFA as well. He is, and that guy's going to get paid money. They're going to have to cough it up. There's a lot of money for that guy. A lot of money. I'm going to throw this, by the way, on Twitter just to make sure everybody knows that we are still live, still hanging out. All right, hearing. Come hang out for the second period. Come hang. Second period. Second period. I don't even know what to say anymore. It's just so many games, you know. Second period. We're just hanging. We're just chilling and watching. We're just chilling. I don't even know. I'm just going to put second period. I can't even think anymore. I don't even know what it. Listen, watch the damn game with me or don't. I don't know. Pretzel Hunt says, oh my God, all this and 0 goals. I know. We've had some pretty high scoring moments in this Western Conference second round. Tonight's not one of those nights. Tonight's been very, very quiet. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to look at Quacks on Crack. What? Sports Talk Chud. When are the Leafs going to win the cup? Your guess is as good as mine, dude. No idea. No, Quinn Hughes is Hayden. So Hayden started off a chat saying Quinn Hughes is nowhere near the Hall of Fame yet. He's not. The biggest thing on his resume right now is the gold medal, and he's been to the second round twice in his career. He is. Yeah. Yeah. Hayden said somebody said that he broke the Wild record for points in a season by a defenseman. And while that's great for the Wild, remember that they've been a franchise for like 25 years. That's not going to get you in the Hall of Fame. You got a gold medal and you got 2 appearances in the second round. Yes, I think he will be in the Hall of Fame eventually. He won a Norris Trophy too, but I don't think he's quite Hall of Fame yet. We got to see some more winning at the NHL level. And by the way, I don't think a lot of that was his fault. Like, he went to Vancouver and they're chaotic and can never get their shit together. So he did win a Norris. I forgot about that. But, you know, you got to get, like, you think about Hall of Fame as, like, been to the finals at least. Oh, big shot and a big rebound by Howden. And Dostal doesn't know where the puck is. He's trying to cover it. And I think he's got John Carlson's skate wrapped up. Marner is on top of, it was run over by Michikov. Dostal able to get his glove on that one. Interesting first 30 seconds here. So it was Stone, Marner with the shot. And Dostal made the save, but it was the rebound that got a little bit of dangerous. Craigios, 1983, with another topic. Who in the NHL would make the best radio co-host, past or present? Hayden says Tyson Barrie. I think Tyson Barrie would be phenomenal. I used to think it was PK Subban. I think he's good on TV. There's a reason ESPN has him, so he's obviously one. Man, there's some good ones, and I'm blanking on them. Pizzetta was great, actually. You go back and watch our Pizzetta interview, he was great. If Pizzetta wasn't playing and was more open to, like, speaking, he's got a career in TV if he wants it. Shot and a big save off of Dorofeyev by Lucas Dostal. Vegas have come to play here in this second period. Good first minute. We'll see if they can keep it up. Yeah, Hayden said I could listen to Dan Boyle talk all day. We did an interview with Dan Boyle when we were in San Jose, and it's about 45 minutes. Ooh, big hit by Hellison. Wow. Well, the hits are flying now. Dan Boyle's awesome. Very well-spoken guy. I think Joe Thornton would be great. I think if you could get Joe Thornton to do it, Joe Thornton would be like Shaq on TV, the way Shaq is. If you could just get Joe Thornton to say whatever the hell he wants, oh my God, he would be awesome. But I just don't know. Brad Marchand, I think. Okay, Brad Marchand's my answer. Brad Marchand. Yeah, Brad Marchand. He'd be phenomenal. If Brad Marchand retires and wants to do a podcast, I would die to have him at SDPN. He'd probably cost a lot of money though, so we're gonna have to get bigger. Shot in. Carter Hart with another save. Hines, shot from the point. It's Goche, and it bounces. It was redirected by Granlund, but not on the net. Killorn passes to Granlund. Granlund pinned against the wall. And Hines with it. Hines' shot in is blocked a little bit by Hurdle, but it does get into the corner where Gauthier leaves it down for Granlund. Gauthier, again, gets the puck knocked off him by Hurdle. Shot by Hines, and a good save by Carter Hart. Giggling Cat says, yes, please give Flower a mic. So we've had Marc-Andre Fleury on, and he is very funny, but he's understated. I don't know if being in front of a microphone or being on TV is something he wants to do. I think he could if he wanted to, but I don't know if he wants to. Steeson Schiller says, no Frank Corrado, free my boy. Well, Frank's already on TV, and you guys know we love Frank. Frank is the best. He's the man. Who is? Tuukka Rask is on Nesson? Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. He'd be good. I'd be interested to see. Tuukka Rask is a passionate guy too. Yeah, I'd love to have. I mean, dude, Frank Corrado. I remember we had him on before TSN hired him, and apparently, somebody at TSN heard him on our show, and I think they were already considering hiring him. And then I think that was part of like, oh wow, he's actually really well spoken. Frank's one of the smartest guys in hockey. He's awesome. Craigio says, what are your opinions on Hart playing after the allegations? I don't like it. That's as far as I'm going to go with that. I've given my opinion on the podcast before. This is supposed to be a fun broadcast. That'll take us down a really dark path. I don't like it. There you go. Matt Mock, first round pick and blank for Adam Fox and the 5th overall pick. I wouldn't do the first round pick for Adam Fox and the 5th overall pick. That's how good I think McKenna's going to be. I think the Rangers have to add. They also want to get rid of Adam Fox. Like they clearly don't like this guy. I don't know why. I love Adam Fox so much. I feel like he's going to be good again. I feel like he's going to be a great player. I don't like him in Mike Sullivan's system, though. Yeah, Vegas on the power play. Jeffrey VL with the high stick. Jack Eichel bringing it through neutral zone. It's Mark Stone. Mark Stone trying to find Marner in the slot, but out come the Anaheim Ducks, and it's Paling just kind of swiping it in. Steeson Schiller says, that right there is why you're the gripper king. I don't even know what I said, but thank you. Oh, Jack Eichel bounces it off a skate. Ooh, not bit of a disconnected power play here for the Vegas Golden Knights. And the puck, I think, did the puck hit the Jumbotron? I think it hit the scoreboard. Craigio says, if I put an over-under of Torts lasting 3 years in Vegas, what would you pick? If you don't count this season, I'd say under. If you do count this season, I'd say over. Torts is he's a 3.5, 4-year coach. People are saying in the chat, Adam Fox to the Lightning to replace Darren Radish. Honestly, I think that would make a lot of sense. And, you know, the Lightning are a great place to rebuild your confidence because they're so effing good. And it's a fun place to play, and it's a great organization. Trouba to Rasmus Anderson at the point. Trouba didn't mean to get it to Rasmus Anderson, but Anderson stopped it up at the point. Hurdle. Down low. Barbashev back to Hurdle, back to Rasmus Anderson. 45 seconds to go. Anderson open, shoots. Saved by Dostal. Big rebound, but they're able to clear it at least to the blue line. Rasmus Anderson keeping it in. 16 minutes to go. 34 seconds on this power play. Barbashev out front. And Hurdle tried to get the rebound there. He can't. Minchikov fighting with him for the puck. The Ducks, you could see them. They are exhausted on the PK here. Legs are burning. Shot by Anderson. Dostal with an amazing save. 15 seconds to go. And I think we're looking at a potential Ducks penalty kill here that has been quite successful as well, matching Vegas so far in this game. John Carlson is going to rip that one around the boards, and this penalty is over. VL back on the ice. I imagine it's going to be a short shift for him because his buddies on his line have just been killing that penalty. And out comes the Leo Carlson line number 1 for the Ducks. Dowd and Sissons trying to keep the puck away from them. Just keep it low. Burn him out. Don't let him have a shift. Oh, man, Kreider gets run over. Dowd just knocked Kreider on his buttocks, and Kreider's going to get this one again. Kreider through center. Terry gets the puck low. Carlson after it. Fighting off 2 Vegas Golden Knights. Gets the puck to the point. Hines to Terry. Terry gets it low. Redirected. Not through traffic, though. Carlson to Terry. Terry looking for a shot. Terry almost blows a tire. He gets it down low to Hines. Hines racing for it. Shovels that puck around. Pinching. If Anaheim had not worn out the Vegas defense there, we could have had a rebound, but it is going to be an icing. And this is a big, long shift for the fourth line of the Vegas Golden Knights. Justin McSherry saying, favorite Oshawa General ever. John Tavares, baby. John Tavares all day, all night. Craigios, who's your Conn Smythe winner? Right now, too early to tell. Hayden says Freddie Anderson is the leader. I refuse to believe it'll stay that way. But usually when I say stuff like that, I'm wrong. And it will probably be Freddie Anderson, and you all will laugh at me. And that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm okay with that. Okay. So the Ducks are able to change off, get some fresh bodies out there. Vegas or not, Killorn with Granlund. Lacombe at the point with the puck. Lacombe, cross ice to Trouba. Back to Lacombe. Cuts back on the blue line. To Cutter Gauthier, back to Lacombe. Lots of outside. Trying to go for that redirect to try to get Carter Hart through traffic, but not able to get it done. Vegas doing a good job blocking up that play. They've tried that a few times this period. Granlund. Killorn. And this is got to be close to a 2-minute shift for these guys, and they're finally able to kick that puck down the ice. Vegas Golden Knights are going to be able to change. Lacombe makes the open pass. Only some of them were able to change. I don't think the whole ice was. And that puck is out of play. And Nick Dowd is finally able to get off the ice. Man, he was on the ice a long time. Long time. Woo! Joe Pipple says it's going to be 5 OTs. It'll be Adam Wylde breakfast on the East Coast. Well, it might be. Both goalies look sharp tonight. Neither team is really getting a lot of the rebounds either. Sharp defense. Pokemon Messiah says, as a Canes fan, I came close to putting $2, a $2 Steve on Stankoven, Conn Smythe, but didn't. And then he explodes for offense. That would have been a good one. That would have been the bet of the year, man. Girthy Bettman. People were surprised McCrimmon didn't go in all in at the deadline this year, but Cole Smith and Dowd pickups have made our fourth line perfect. You're right. And you know what? You also got Rasmus Anderson. So that's pretty all in. What more all in could you do, really? Like it was not a great market. I guess you could have gone and got Bobby McMahon or something. SGA Sports Talk. Welcome to STP VIP. Yeah, let's go. Jarrah Cross. Can't believe Toronto handed a second lottery. So unfair. Life's unfair. Heather the Avs fan. So we have a local cast of Leaf legends. John Mitchell, John Michael Lyles, Mark Rycroft in Denver, others. Michel Goulet, Ken Klee, Adam Foote, Milan Hajduk, and more. I don't think Milan Hajduk played for the Leafs. Alumni Association is great. Yeah, I know, but Heather the Avs fan is saying people that played for the Leafs. Ken Klee played for the Leafs. Adam Foote didn't. Oh, you're just saying Goulet, Klee, Foote, and Hajduk were just Av alumni. Oh, I get it. Sorry. Ken Klee did play for the Leafs. Worth mentioning. Jared 20189. Adam, I'm getting the old snip. Any tips? Well, I got it too, Hayden. I didn't have any issues with mine. Here's what I recommend. Take a couple days off lifting anything. And don't sign up for too much stuff. Listen, I had a really easy time of it. I'm really lucky. My brother-in-law and Steve both had a much harder time with it, and it caused them some pain. But they're also both gigantic babies. And I'm a man. So probably if you got a high pain tolerance, you're going to be okay. It's not that high of a pain tolerance. I remember the opposite sex goes through a 28-day cycle every month. It's not that bad. Minchikov puts one off the post. And trust me, totally worth it to do. Craigios, you still work in Calgary and have to put the over-under of a Flames Cup run at 8 years. What are you picking? Cup run? Under. Flames are going to be a good team again, I think, within 2 years. Right when that new arena gets built. Oh, it was Minchikov off the helmet, not off the post. Jared says, my parents are conveniently moving on the day I'm having it, so I get to get out of that. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. Hayden said that's a hell of an excuse to not help move. Yes. Yes. Lacombe. Oh, gets a little. Listen, look what Vegas is doing here. They've caught up in the shots to start this period. 8 minutes into it. Watch what they're doing to the Ducks. Look at the puck support there. Troy Terry with the puck in the corner. What does Vegas do? Sends a second man. Every time the Ducks have a puck, they're not able to move it. And Vegas is basically neutralizing their speed by real good puck support. Look, Stone right in. Rasmus Anderson on Troy Terry. Then Stone's in there to collect. You're seeing that forward, Mark Stone in this case, be a really good support. Marner's doing it too. He's using his speed. Carlson, like they're getting smothered here. And nothing out front. Nothing is getting out front. When Leo Carlson, and that's a post. Jackson Lacombe ripped a shot. Terrible pass by Leo Carlson, and Mitch Marner is able to clear that puck, and Vegas are finally going to get to change. $11:27 to go. Hines, try to break up a play there. Dorfeev was kind of, we got a shot out front. Dosto with an insane save. I don't know how that puck squirted out and how that Golden Knight was that available. I don't even know who it was, but I think it might have been Barbashev. And boy, did he have a shot. He ripped it. Dostal with a great save. Washi, it's the fourth line for the Ducks. Quinville loves this line. I love them too, but they got too much ice time last game. This game, it's a little bit more like it should be. Killorn. Oh, puck out front. Gauthier had a great opportunity. Good save by the goalie, Carter Hart. That's his name. Carter Hart, Adam. It's Carter Hart. Carter Hart. Gauthier. Killorn sends it low. Granlund cuts back. He's, again, 2 Vegas players on him. Watch, 2 Vegas players. Gauthier. Now you got Killorn, 2 Vegas players. That, look, Hurdle was there in support, and they create the turnover. Shea Theodore. Oh, Killorn jumped up and grabbed that like it was basketball. Hellison is able to keep that puck in as he's falling. And Dorofeev gets it out. Hurdle trying to get something going on offense. Anaheim doing a good job at least maintaining possession, but not able to get pucks low enough and enough chaos in front of Carter Hart to make a goal happen yet. Just not yet. Vegas are clogging the zone, and they are creating great puck support for their forwards. I know this is nerdy X's and O's shit, but this is why they're able to do this. Heather the Avs fan, sorry, I was differentiating the full-time versus contemplating putting Clean at the top, but he's currently coaching the Frost, also EJ. I hear Eric Johnson's doing an incredible job in broadcasting, by the way. I've heard he's just been amazing, like when Tony Romo became a broadcaster, like that good. He also just seems like he's got a great personality. There's a guy who should have a podcast. Mark Stone gets the puck stripped off him. That doesn't happen much, but that was Ryan Poehling. He had Seneca with him. Dowd into the Duck zone. Lacombe is going to have this from Trouba. Lacombe with a long lead pass. hits VL, but not able to hold on to it. VL with the puck out front, scores! It's Beckett Seneca! Jeff VL to Beckett Seneca, all on a shot in from Jackson Lacombe. Jackson Lacombe to VL, VL to Seneca. Seneca with his second goal of the playoffs. Back of the net. The Ducks finally break open Carter Hart, who's been great tonight. And look at VL here. He just skates hard. Wow, okay, so who created that? It was Paling who was able to keep that puck in. Seneca is just wide open. Nobody there to get him. And a great goal. Korzak just leaves him alone. He knows. He sees him right behind the net. Oh, I better get there. I'm not there in time. Wow. And there's the Honda Center. All the Ducks fans cheering. It's great to see hockey alive and well in Anaheim again. Justin McSherry, Jens Nation. Woo! That's right. Craigio says, McDavid for Matthews, 1 for 1. Yes or no? Hell yes. Oilers say no. Oh, man. Okay, so the Ducks they're doing a good job. But this is the key, right? The second Vegas leaves a spot in front of the net open, they're able to find their guy. Vegas has been clogging that area all game, especially on the penalty kill. There was just nothing for the Ducks to do in front of Carter Hart until that. Sports Talk Chud says, Orange County is real Los Angeles. Let's be honest. Any Kings fans want to say something to that? Any Kings fans here are like, hey, don't get all cocky. Pretzel Hunt, NHL head office is located at 50 Bay Street, Toronto, Ontario. It is and it isn't. The real NHL head office is in New York. There is a Toronto office where they do all that's where they do all the replay stuff. But yeah, no, it's New York. Yeah, nothing happens at NHL Toronto head office except for Hayden's like, Gary's there once a year. Yeah, maybe. I don't think Gary Bettman likes crossing the border. JB Lefebvre says, hey, I'm a Kings fan in Ontario, so I don't know if I can comment on that. Jagster says Orange County is better. Chicken Marsala says, wait, are you watching the TNT broadcast? Yeah, that's the only one to watch. That's what Sportsnet's running. Same day, different said, Ontario, California or Ontario, Canada? Well, I got to say I'm partial to both because anytime I've been in California, I've been like, if I was ever going to leave home, I don't care what you think your tax situation is. I can guarantee you it's lower than ours, and you've got better weather. I would love to live in California. Wow. They're just showing that play. Yeah. Jared says, make every food spicy or never eat spicy food again. Make every food spicy. Yep. Joe says, Adam, if Philly offered the Leafs their 2027 first-round pick back and Philly's own number 1 pick and Mitch Kopp and Ristolainen, still no. Because I think McKenna's that good. That's what I think. I think I could see a world. Listen. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll talk Leafs in a second here, but not during play. That's disrespectful to the Ducks and the Vegas Golden Knights, who are putting on an absolute fucking show for us right now. This is a fun game. This is more of the defensive game. It's less flashy than the Avs and Wild by a lot, but it's interesting. This is a good playoff hockey game. Not a lot of hatred, though. Not a lot of hatred in the playoffs yet. I think it's because the Florida Panthers aren't playing. They bring the hate. Tampa does some hate too. They do some hateful things, but they can't get out of the first round. Sucks. Eichel trying to get that puck out front. Hines lost his stick, it was Hines. That was Trouba. Puck fired over. Steeson Schiller, speaking of spicy food, is cereal still too spicy for you, or were you cured by Magic Spoon? I never said cereal was spicy. I love spicy food. Jesse was just giving me shit. Is Magic Spoon still a brand? They haven't advertised for us for a long time, so I don't know. Terry leaves it for Carlson. Carlson tried to go short side on Carter Hart, but he saw that. Minchikov keeps the puck in. Back to Leo Carlson. Puck just gets past the blue line. Troy Terry collects. And John Carlson with the lead pass. .634 left in the second period. 1-0 Anaheim. This is definitely not a lead that is good enough. You got to have more. They're hunting. Vegas Golden Knights are just kind of holding down the fort, which, you know what? That's Tortorella hockey, and it's effective, especially in the playoffs. Somebody said, hey, Florida's innocent. Yeah. You Floridians in Tampa and not South Beach, is it? Well, Sunrise. You guys are always, oops, I accidentally broke a guy's nose. Oops, I accidentally snapped him in half. I don't know how this keeps happening. Both teams. Hateful, spiteful, mean, especially when they play each other. Those are can't miss games, by the way. I don't know if you guys watch non-market games. Like if you're a Flames fan and you watch other teams, you cannot miss the Battle of Florida ever for any reason, even in the preseason. Shot was blocked. Vegas, though, pressuring here. Trying to get that even up goal. Rasmus Andersson with the shot. That is also blocked. Goes into the corner. Back out. It's Hannafin. Hannafin cuts back. Sissons keeping that puck in. Viel trying to push him. Viel, who set up the first goal. And it's flipped down the ice by Cutter Gauthier. And that is icing. That was not a smart play by Cutter Gauthier at all. Epic says Magic Spoon tastes like grass. I did not get the same feeling, but I have not. We have not done Magic Spoon ads in a few years. Pretzel Hunt says, "What? You mean people didn't want mail order scheduled breakfast cereal? Half the joy is literally experiencing the cereal aisle." I love. You know what? You know what I love? Still classic. I still love a box of Cheerios, man. I still love Cheerios. Oh, here we go. Oh, good play out front to Mark Stone, but the puck went off his skate. And Viel finally able to flip that low and get off the ice because he's had a long shift. Troy Terry with the forecheck. And the Vegas Golden Knights just iced the puck too. I don't know who that pass was supposed to be for. That was like there was nobody in that vicinity. Hayden, tell me about what did your girlfriend bring home? Oh my God! So Hayden's got Fruit Loops at home, but his girlfriend bought Fruit Loops with Lucky Charms in them. That's outrageous. That sounds amazing. Hayden's just like laughing. He's like, "It's the best." Oh, I can just imagine Hayden at home with his two cats fighting each other, eating a bowl of cereal and being like, "Life's pretty good. Life's pretty damn good." Trouba shot on. Ooh. Eichel. Oh, now we got a potential 2-on-1 here, maybe 3-on-1. And Leo Carlson in there to break it up. Good defensive play by both Lacombe and Carlson. The Golden Knights have gotten a couple of rush chances. Ducks have got to be careful with that. Lacombe. To Terry. Terry tried to get it to Kreider. Oh, and we got Leo Carlson with it. Oh, and he gets the puck stripped by Noah Hannafin. Rasmus Andersson brings it back to the blue line. Leaves it for Marner. Back to Marner. Shot. Oh, and it's almost redirected off a skate and onto Dostal, but he made the save. Carlson to Terry. Terry's exhausted. Just dump it deep and get off the ice, man. 3:28 left to go. 1,000 people still hanging out with us. Can we get a few more likes? Listen, I hate to be that guy, but I got to ask you for likes. Can we hit up some likes in the chat? If you haven't liked the stream, it helps us because it makes us, or it gets us to get other people in the stream who might not know we exist. We want to bring new people into SDPN. Shot on the net. Save by Carter Hart. 3 minutes exactly left in the second period. Michikov gives the puck to Marner. Marner moving around. Dostal with a save. Good little move by Mitch Marner there. That's that edge work he's famous for. John Carlson. Puck is dumped deep by the Ducks. Forechecking is Killorn, former Stanley Cup winner. Also a member of one of those hateful Florida teams who are so hateful. Ducks with the breakout pass to Gauthier. Gauthier 1-on-3 shot, is able to at least get it off. Carter Hart gave up a nice little rebound there, but nobody followed up on it. And the puck is back out to the neutral zone. Hines fighting off Kolazar, who would dearly love to cave his head in. Not anything personal against Hines, but I think Kolazar would love to cave anyone's head in. He's just that hardcore, and he just took a penalty. That was pretty not good. Killorn fell down because Kolazar tripped him, and Kolazar is screaming at the referee. And Vegas do not like this. 2 minutes left in the second period. The Vegas Golden Knights are about to go on a 2-minute PK. And the reason I say they're probably going to go on a 2-minute PK is because they've killed over 95% of the penalties that they have faced in these playoffs, including 4 penalties and 1 5-on-3 for a full almost 2 minutes in the first period. Vegas does not worry about taking penalties with a PK like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Hayden is getting called out for never having had a Uncrustable. We did it on VIP a few weeks ago. I had never had one either, and they are quite good. They are quite good. The thing about an Uncrustable is I could probably eat like 40 of them before I'd be full though, and then I'd have an upset tummy. They're good snack food. It was kind of crazy because I don't know if you guys caught that episode. It was behind the paywall, but they were saying that there was a football team, I think it was New Orleans, went through like 40,000 of them in a year because there's like 100 players on the team, right? They're just crushing Uncrustables, and these are like 300-pound men. They got to eat. They got to eat. So somebody said someone wasn't a public school kid in the U.S. I don't know who they. Hayden's nearly 30. You guys know that, right? Uncrustables were not around when Hayden was in school. You should have one, Hayden. It's very good, but be careful if you microwave it because it will explode because they got the peanut butter on both sides and then the jelly in the middle, and it gets really hot and you can burn your tongue and all that, and it also can explode. So you got to be very careful. Some people put them in a frying pan, toughen them up a little bit because it's like a very soft bread, but they are good, baby. They are good. Ferris Gorilla says, what the hell are they? So an Uncrustable is essentially a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with no crust, and it's a circle, and it's white bread, peanut butter on both sides, and then the peanut butter seals the jelly in. So it's almost like it looks like a UFO, and it's like a pizza. Hayden said it's like a pizza pocket. It's like a pizza pocket that's a peanut butter and jam sandwich, and it comes in plastic. And you know what? They're freaking delicious, man. They're really good. They're really, really good. Everybody hungry in the chat right now? Heather the As fan says it's a U.S. standard lunch. Trevor called it the American empanada. That's funny. That is the American empanada. That's good. That's a good line. Leo Carlson. The Ducks are on the power play here, by the way. The Vegas Golden Knights have been unbelievable. Watch the way Vegas makes sure the front of the net stays clear. Kreider tried to get that puck out front to Terry, and the Vegas Golden Knights were able to interrupt his shot. Granlund out front. They're trying that play again. Tic-tac-toe. They're going Granlund to Kreider to Terry as much as they can. Carlson. Oh, we got a rebound. Oh, and Kreider gets knocked over again. I think he might be hurt. That puck went off him, and I think he's in big pain there. But he's okay. He's on the ice. He's a warrior. Carlson. To Carlson. The Carlsons. John Carlson. To Leo Carlson. To Troy Terry. Puck just went a little bit wide. Leo Carlson, backhand pass to John Carlson. Shot, and that goes off of Kreider as well. He's going to have some bruises after this, PK. Or power play, excuse me. 51 seconds to go in both the second period and the power play. Shot on net! And Kreider trying to get a rebound, but Hart is able to cover that up, and now they're just going to push and shove. Sedin Magic 15 says, damn it, you have me wanting to try one. You should try one. They are like UFO sandwiches that are delicious. Absolutely awesome. Hayden says, American Empanada is top-tier comedy. It is. It is. And they say us whites have no culture. Actually, I that's a lie. Those are not, I don't think that's white people culture. I think that's everyone culture. That's just Americana, North Americana culture. Renee says you should deep fry your Uncrustables. Oh, now there's an idea. That would be messy, though, but delicious. Gauthier tried to get the puck to Lacombe. Lacombe almost had to watch out for Mitch Marner, but was able to prevent him from getting a breakaway. 33 seconds to go on this power play. And Vegas, again, another masterclass on the PK. They've been unbelievable. Seneca to Killorn. Killorn off of Hart with another save. Oh, or did that go high? Wow. I think that puck might have been blocked. Gauthier, I think, thought he had an empty net there. So what happens here? It's a shot. Oh, man. And that was blocked. That was Noah Hannafin. That was a good block. Yep. Gauthier had the empty net. You look at him, he's like, oh, so close. You know that feeling? I don't know if you guys grew up playing hockey like I did, but there is a feeling that you get when you're like, I'm about to score, and you feel that kind of rise in your chest. You're like, and sometimes it gets blocked at the last minute. Oh, that letdown's brutal. That letdown is so brutal. 20 seconds to go. Ducks lose the face-off. Vegas clears the puck. Ducks might get one more shot at this. Dostal is going to play it. He's leaving it for Lacombe. Lacombe will race this up the ice. He's going to have to be quick here. Seneca, the goal scorer. Puck into the crowd. And we're going to get an offensive zone face-off with 3 seconds to go here. Okay, what do we got? What do we got super chat-wise? I'm trying to get to them all. Got to catch them all. Super chats. Here we go. Vulcan 9988. I fondly remember a series against San Jose that VG did not have a good PK. Yes. But that was a long time ago. Giggling Cat, if you got VIP gifted, go look up that video. There's also videos to make a deep fried version that you should also try at some point. I don't have a deep fryer and I have no experience with one, but I would desperately like to try that. And the Golden Knights are able to win that face-off. Period expires. So does the penalty. And the Ducks, I think, are 0-5 on the power play tonight. Unbelievable. That PK, man. It's crazy. Sedin Magic 15. Damn it, now I want to try one. Anime Cowboy. Think of a donut hole made from PB&J. So I can tell you're American because we don't call those donut holes up here. We call them Timbits. And there are other coffee places that make them, but I don't know what they call them. But I don't know what Country Style calls them. Or Second Cup. I don't know what they call them. What is that, Hayden? Are you going to look up something? Country Style is still around. Yeah, Country Style's. And there was also a coffee shop called Coffee Time. Anytime is coffee time. Coffee time is anytime. That was their jingle. Angela Bug. Deep fried Uncrustables are an arena food at the Torrent Kraken games. Can confirm they're great. Well, there's a reason to go to Seattle again. Other than the fact that Seattle's a sick city. I loved Seattle. I was there, and I actually happened to be there in the summer of 2023. And at the same time, Taylor Swift was rolling through town, and she was playing the football stadium where the Seahawks play. I keep forgetting what it's called. But what was so crazy about that is there's 50, 60,000 people in the stadium. And I could hear them roaring from my hotel, which was near the fish market. But what was amazing about it was the people outside who just went to the parking lot to see how much of it they could hear. Because the music was so loud that you could actually hear it. So people were outside enjoying the concert that couldn't get in. I thought that was cool. So the Taylor Swift effect, man, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Especially when you consider, I don't know if you guys have seen this. Meghan Trainor, Post Malone, Pussycat Dolls, G-Eazy and Logic were going on tour together. It's not 2012, guys. And all of them have canceled their tours. And they'll give you the excuse, oh, I had a baby. Oh, I'm trying to finish my album, blah, 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 blah. It's called Blue Dot Fever, baby. You couldn't sell tickets because the tickets are too damn expensive. That's true, Hayden. Pussycat Dolls came out and said, well, we straight up didn't sell enough tickets. I respect that. Totally respect that. Yeah, and also Post Malone, I saw a clip of him on Joe Rogan, and he shit talked my country. So here's what I'm going to say to you, Post Malone: go fuck yourself. Your concerts aren't that good anyway, because I've been to 2 of them, and they're kind of boring. There, I said it. I don't even feel bad. Now, Hayden, what do we have for? What are we doing? Clip. What are we doing? That's it. Clip. Ooh, you're gonna. Are we really gonna make people do this again? Oh my God. Okay. All right. 115555667. Oh, 6-7 is asking what the score is. Ducks are up 1-0, by the way. Ducks are up 1-0. 1 period to go. Okay. So everybody who says that the draft lottery was rigged, congratulations. You're about to watch a clip of it one more time with Steve and Jesse and I, and then I promise you we're going to stop playing this clip. Okay? We're going to kill this clip. Go ahead and play the clip. I'll see you guys at the beginning of the 3rd period.
Oh, here we go.
We're
back.
Final ball. We need 12.
12.
Yeri Parsonen says Steve Dangle for PM.
Sharks fans, you need a 3. Winnipeg needs an 8. Seattle needs a 4. Leafs need a 12. Calgary needs a 10. They took it off the screen. That's my favorite screen. They keep taking it off.
Can San Jose win this again? Here we go.
The graphic I was asking for. Thank you.
15 seconds to go.
Balls. 12. Balls.
12.
12. Balls. 12. Balls, 12 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 balls. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God.
Congratulations to Philadelphia, ladies and gentlemen. We fucking did it! No way! Oh my God! Wow!
Oh my God!
I believed in John Chayka this whole time. Let's friggin' go! What are we supposed to do now?
Oh my goodness!
Oh wow! The 12 fucking came up.
We're going to Wendy's, boys. Let's get us a Chaykenator. Let's go!
Now!
Holy shit! Kevin!
There's no way that just
That's
happened.
friggin' nuts, baby!
Oh
Look at
my
Matt.
God!
Matt isn't even reacting. Matt was the first overall pick, by the way. In Quebec, he was the first overall
Yes,
pick.
he certainly was. No, he was never in Nordique.
That's fucking
Thank you.
boys.
Thank you, Pierre.
That's he can.
And he did.
And he did.
I
Hey! Oh, my
Holy
water!
shit.
My water's got confetti in
my
it.
goodness.
Yeah.
Drink it.
This is insane. I
Fucking
cannot
Kendall.
believe it. Guys, 10 years ago, 2016, Toronto Maple Leafs win the Austin Matthews sweepstakes. It happened on April 13th, and I know that because that's my birthday.
Yes.
And I remember that. Now, here we are, 10 years. 10 years and 2 weeks later, ladies and gentlemen, we have the first overall pick! Let's go! Oh, what a day!
That's
What
insane.
a fucking day, baby!
Oh my God.
How are we going to clean all this shit up? Oh, who cares?
I actually
on
don't
right now.
care. Like, I don't even.
Like what?
My mics might be falling apart. Holy moly.
Yeah, make sure it's plugged.
But you know, I'm sure, by the way.
I don't think.
Oh, I'm plugged in. I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's just the cover. Here's
So wait, who got second?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Go Leafs.
Who cares?
Wow.
So let's break this down a little bit. Yo, this is crazy.
My phone is melting.
Oh my, me too.
My phone is melting. Melting. It's a lot of laughing emojis. It's a lot of holy shit. Yo.
Yeah, the comments are going nuts. Okay, so like what? Okay.
Holy crap.
All right. So how do we overthink this and
McKenna.
It's got to be McKenna, right?
You take Gavin McKenna.
Austin and McGavin on the same line?
This changes everything.
This does change everything. I think Austin Matthews stays now.
Well, okay. So let's think about this. Where were the Leafs when they got Austin Matthews? In a pretty sad sack place.
They sure were. They did have a couple of good prospects.
They did.
Which we did not have this time. Well, I mean, Easton Cowan, I guess, he's not a prospect anymore. Danford's a prospect.
No. But like, well, you had Mitch Marner, who was a 4th overall pick. That's a big deal.
Big deal. Big deal.
Big deal. William Nylander, who was the 8th overall pick. That was a pretty big deal.
Big deal.
This is stepping into a different situation where we know the Leafs aren't as bad as they were at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But we don't know how close they are or can be to what they were the season before.
Right.
Season before, there was probably a lot of luck happening there, right? There were a lot of nights where they got outplayed. They were gritty. They had a pretty high shooting percentage. They got a lot of saves. That was a big thing that propped the Leafs up.
Right.
What are they right now? What does the 1st overall pick, I imagine Gavin McKenna, make them? And what moves do they then make? Like, there are a lot of people who, over the last 24 hours, have probably been like, I'm never going to Toronto. And now it's like, wow.
Well, there's now. Well, this is the thing. Here's the thing for Brad Treleving's got to be like, God damn it, because he couldn't replace.
Oh, dude, it's like Craig McTavish with McDavid.
Yes.
Hey, but the difference is he was there
and was there when the lottery ball fell.
Hooray, we got Connor, and then got gassed.
Yeah. Now, so here's the thing. The biggest issue that the Leafs had this season was being unable to replace Mitch Marner. Right.
Oh,
and now you've got a potential generational talent
plunk
on the table. Now, is he going to be the best player in the league to start? Nobody is.
No.
Nobody is.
No.
But if it's Gavin McKenna, which I think it probably will be, guys, that's a great place to start.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Jesse?
I'm having a hard time caring about the rest of the draft because...
Oh, yeah, because we still have to find out what everybody else does. Yeah, that's right.
There's 15 other teams that got to be placed in positions here, but I agree with you that it changes everything in terms of like where the Leafs, quote, rebuild or retool is, because you have a core piece now.
Well, you look at the Islanders. Plunk.
Look what Schaefer did.
Yeah.
Like they went from, we think they're going to be a bottom feeder to buying at the trade deadline. And it didn't work out for them.
They're still in the lottery, but I think everybody's very positive on what the Islanders are.
Yeah.
Maddie wants to say something. What do you want?
Vancouver fans are just ripping us in the chat.
Well, it's not our fault. We didn't make the call.
I don't know.
I understand why Canucks.
Not ripping you guys. They're just talking about Toronto.
Oh, that's fine.
It's Toronto.
But here's the deal.
I do feel a little bit bad for them.
Well, they went through the worst season ever and then didn't get the pick. And I get that.
Here
it is.
So they got to get second here. Now, which one?
11.
I wore my Canucks shirt for a reason, guys. I'm cheering for you out there.
So number 11. I don't know what that means.
So this is a new lottery, I believe.
Yes,
so,
it is.
okay, Washington's out.
So this is so much better than last year, the way they did it.
This is the way going forward.
Yes.
And because the Leafs won.
Yeah.
That's the way you should do it every
continue
time.
that every year.
Yeah, this should be a tradition.
Why do the Leafs have a 9.8% chance?
By the way, congratulations to Philadelphia, who now have an unprotected first-round pick from the Leafs next year.
Oh. Okay.
But hey, we got McKenna, dog.
And we still own, Boston.
Yeah. 28. But we have a first-round pick next year via Colorado. Thank you, Nick Waugh.
Florida's eliminated. St. Louis is eliminated. Washington's eliminated.
I'm confused. Should the Leafs not be eliminated?
What are you talking about?
Well, they can't win both lotteries.
No, I think they're in it for the percentages.
Yes.
So even if they won it, it would go to the next team.
Yes.
You have to keep the percentages the same, right? You can't pull them out of it.
Adam's correct.
And actually, look at the Leafs. They're at 15.2 now.
Yeah, they're doing great. This is their night. This is their night.
Yo, what if they won?
This has been the wildest 48 hours as a Leafs fan.
Honestly, this has been, I'm exhausted.
My first thought was, I got to make a video when I go home.
Yeah.
Holy,
Yeah, you do gotta make a
I
video.
want a 30-minute breakdown on
Yeah.
just like what the hell.
Yo,
Toronto
they
might win
literally have the highest odds. What the fuck? What is
This
this?
is crazy.
There's no chance, right? And also, what would it matter?
It doesn't. I guess it matters for Vancouver because then they'd get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Vancouver actually has really high odds.
So
right
the
now.
Leafs have 3 chances to win.
2, 10, and 12.
What? So wait, does that mean the Canucks have 5 balls then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me put this out there, Steve.
Yeah.
Was it rigged?
No. I'm not under the impression the league is stoked about John Jacob being the GM here, and I think Gary Bettman is furious.
Yeah. John Shaka is probably in like just at home. I hope he's watching at home going,
Oh,
you suspended me, but this is what you get, Gare Bear.
yeah. Attaboy, Gare.
2.
Dude, the Leafs won again.
Won
Oh,
the
it's
second.
7.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
7. San Jose!
San Jose!
No way!
Hold on.
No way!
Does that mean they get the second overall pick?
Yes.
I think so.
This is a crazy lottery. Because San Jose moved up from like 10, didn't they?
They don't need this.
San Jose moved up from 9.
We literally
Holy
did a
shit.
meet and greet in that room.
San Jose
You
Sharks,
are
congratulations.
so spoiled.
Congratulations to the Sharks. Big congrats. to them.
Joining Chernyshev, friggin' Celebrini, Will Smith,
They're going to, yeah.
Misa.
Misa,
They're going to have to,
Eklund.
they're going to have to draft a defense.
Oh, poor
Askarov.
Vancouver.
Oh.
And you know what? Whatever. Hold on. Vancouver's still going to get an incredible player. I know they're disappointed.
but-
I get it.
Yeah.
But they're going to get an incredible player.
I don't know.
We have to think positively for our Canucks. faithful.
This is truly the Steve Dangle podcast draft lottery. The Leafs one and the Sharks one. Are you kidding?
Yeah, seriously.
What
I
the
don't think it
hell
could have
is
got better
happening?
for us.
This is so the world is crazy tonight.
Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. It was a devastating year. It was really, really tough. This is cool.
Hey, why does Mike Greer look so upset?
No, he's not upset. He's been here before.
Yeah.
Act like you've been here. He's been here for 5 years.
They were trying to make the playoffs.
They almost made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Where's Carlton, Adam? Give me.
There he is.
I can't use my thumb.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's too bad.
Put him at 1.
Oh, that's too bad, Blades. Oh, I'm sorry, Blades. Sorry.
That's the Bruins mascot for anybody not.
Oh, man. Okay. Now, chat, tell us something. What do you want to know? How are we feeling? People are saying Vancouver got shafted. Suck it, Buble.
Oh, I'm literally here. What do you want to say to Michael Bublé?
Are you texting him now? Clayman said SDPN rigged the lottery, but honestly, based. Screw this league.
Hey, man, we're streaming right now, and I just want to say. Also, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Always sorry. I'm sorry.
Good night and good morning and good luck. I'm getting a little loopy doopy. I feel like Ron Burgundy. Anchorman 1, Hayden, not Anchorman 2. Anchorman 2 is so unfortunate. It was a good premise, like the network news, like the launching of CNN. You know? Anyway, this is going to be, I don't even know. I think this is maybe day 5 of streaming in 5 days in a row. And it's kind of crazy because we also did all those streams yesterday. I did a game. We also had the stream for, oh my God, what was it? Oh yeah, the draft lottery, which you just saw, which was honestly pure excitement and joy. And I saw a few people, I got a few people sending it to me. Like there was, I guess, some people who were like Senators fans or something, who were like, these guys are almost 40 and they're reacting that way. And I'm like, man, if the joy ever goes out of my life for this, for hockey, shoot me. Like, put me down. Like, I don't want it. I don't want to live a life where I don't feel like a kid sometimes. Yeah, Hayden said, imagine being upset by someone else's joy. I couldn't be me. Unless it's Boston over the Leafs again in Game 7 sometime. I'd be like, come on, man. But and I wasn't like, listen, if you do media for a living, you're going to get criticized and made fun of and stuff. And like, I don't care, you get a thick skin after a while. But I just felt like, man, it was interesting that it came from the people approach it from that point. And I have to say, like, I look at that stuff and I go, if I saw another fan base reacting that way, I'd be like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, good for you. I don't know. Like, I'm not I'm looking at the Montreal Canadiens, and when they beat the Lightning, I was like, man, good for them. And I'm supposed to hate the Habs, and I picked the Senators to beat the Canes. I'm really disappointed in the Senators because, boy, that was a bad pick. Not gonna lie, wrecked my bracket. But yeah, man, like, you gotta let people. What does Steve always say? Don't yuck people's yum. It's a weird way to say it, but like, yeah, just have some fun. Yeah, Hayden said everybody loves that meme of everybody celebrating in that sports bar where they're like throwing beers and stuff, but nobody knows what that's from. It is from the World Cup, and it's a bar in England. That's what that is, that meme. I remember that clip when it happened. I also want to say that our moniker at SDPN has always been, because we always felt like sports took itself too seriously. Like, we grew up listening to sports radio and stuff like that and be like, man, these guys have got to learn to have a little fun once in a while. And that's why I think the Steve Dangle podcast has never. It's funny. I don't know that it's ever been fully accepted by people other than the people that listen to it. But like, it's not seen as like serious sports media product because we make too many jokes. Damn it! But it is, and we are. But we're having just more fun, and that's why it says above our heads the whole time. Sports are fun. That's literally what the point is. This is a child's game. What we're doing right now, you might be, if you're on the East Coast with me, you're in the Eastern time zone. Why are you here? Are you here because either of these teams are your team? Probably not. Are you here because internally you still like a child's game? Because that's what hockey is. It's a child's game. That's what we're here for. I'm here to watch men play a child's game. Let's go. Have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Chub the Third. What a name. Now that's somebody who likes to have a fun time. I just want to say thank you again, Adam. You continue to make my nights better with your coverage of the Blast. Thank you very much. Listen, I want you guys to know I appreciate you being here. You could literally be doing anything else. You could just be watching the game, scrolling on your phone. But it's so nice to have you guys here. I really enjoy this. And you know what's been cool? Having everybody from different cities kind of like come in and discover SDPN too, because we're more than, we started as Leafs and stuff like that, but we're a heck of a lot more than that. And it's very, very cool and rewarding to see people from other fan bases and like really engaged, it's fun. I love that. Now, I feel like we ought to do a city check-in. What do you think? I got to know where everybody's watching from tonight. So can everybody tell us where you're at? Where are you from? What city? What country? Drop a flag in the chat. Let us know. Mitch Marta with the Spinorama backhand. Okay, here we go. Barrie, Cleveland, Philly, Isle of Man. Really? I don't believe you. The Isle of Man? I don't believe you. Verdon, BC, Edmonton, Victoria, Burlington, Richmond, Virginia, Sydney, Australia, Olds, Alberta. Hey, I've been to Olds, Alberta. I know exactly where that is. Portland, Oregon. Brandon, Florida. There's a Brandon, Manitoba, and a Brandon, Florida, apparently. Lake Ridge, Virginia. Yes, I know, Debbie. I know you. Cantankerous Game says, I'm also here to listen to great hockey and be sad that Cutter Gauthier left Philly. I discovered you guys with Jesse covering the Jays and never left. I'm so glad to hear that. Offensive zone face-off for the Ducks here. Irvine, California, Helsinki, Port Colborne, Richland, Washington. That's where my family is. I've got family in Richland, Washington, my aunt and my uncle. And both of my cousins went to school there, but they're both living elsewhere now. My cousin Ryan is in Seattle, and he's a Kraken fan. Newcastle, Australia, Sydney, Australia. Sydney, Australia, Sudbury, Ontario, Anaheim, California. That's right. Sorry, my nose is like super itchy all of a sudden, and I don't know why. Might be allergies. Kingston, Ontario. We love it. We love it. Love catching up with where everybody's coming in from. I'm always blown away by it. it always proves to me that, like, yeah, no, there's a lot of different people from a lot of different places checking out the channel, and that makes me so happy. 75% of the chat thinks the Ducks score next. Well, to be fair, they have again dominated a lot of play here, but they do got to get that second goal and start opening this game up, because that's going to force Vegas to get off their game. If the game opens up, I think it favors the Ducks. So you're going to need that second goal, though, because if Vegas ties it up here, for instance, that's not good. Carlson. Down low, back to Carlson. What a save by Lucas Dostal. William Carlson thought he had one. Dostal, man. Whoa. Wow. Great save. Oh, we got a Fargo, North Dakota. Bonnieville, Alberta. That was almost where my first radio job was, at the GOAT, 106.1. But I chose not to go. Instead, I went to Barrie, a little closer to home. Plays Bad says, I watched from Poland last year. It was very different. Yeah, I guess. Adalon says, I'm watching from Bulcan, Philippines. Really? How did you find us? Somebody from Wales, somebody from Quebec. Love our Quebec friends. Hayden says he loved Wales. I've never been to Wales. I would love to go. History there. Fascinating. Barbashev tried to get a shot off that Vegas Golden Knights faceoff win, was unable to do so. Gauthier chasing the puck now with Rasmus Andersson on him. Puts it off the side of the net. Really creative play. Almost got Killorn. If Killorn had one more step forward, that's a legitimate scoring chances. Roddy 004, did you work at a radio station in Barrie? Yes, sir. It was my first job. B101, Barrie's hit music with Jamie and Tara in the morning. It was Barrie's best music when I got there, but then we shifted the programming a little bit, went a little top 40, and then we're like Barrie's hit music. And we started playing Usher and Taylor Swift when Taylor Swift was still like a teenager. And this new artist called Katy Perry and this other new artist called Lady Gaga. That's how old I am. But I was 19 when I got that job. 19 years old. I remember playing Teardrops on my guitar for the first time. Oh, Eichel just got a stick to the face. And I don't know if it wasn't called. And Eichel's not going to be happy about that. Ooh, he looked like that hurt. But here he comes through the neutral zone shot. And Dostal with the save. Didn't quite know if he had it. Had to check behind him. And Eichel's like, yo, man. Okay, so let's see what happened here. Granlund. Oh, yeah. Granlund's stick hits Eichel in the face as he's trying to win the faceoff. That should have been called. That's a penalty. Boy named Sue said, if the Ducks win this series, does it make it your best hot take about the Ducks? Yes. Listen, it already is my best hot take. Nobody believe me. Oh my God. Look at Granlund's face, man. It's swelling up. He got hit pretty hard with a stick earlier on in the game. He's looking a little bit like a marshmallow there. Carlson out front to Marner. Marner just missed. That would have been a beautiful chance. Back into the zone. Lacombe. Terry's got the puck. Oh, Terry gets pushed over. Brett Howden, physical tonight. Physical game. Leo Carlson through the neutral zone, sidesteps what would have been a monster hit, continues chasing the puck, and steals it. Man, Leo Carlson is unbelievable. People have no idea, man. They have no idea. No clue, this guy. Like, the rest of the NHL, oh my God. Oh, here we go. Kreider had a partial break, but he gets the puck knocked off his stick. I'm going to be honest with you. Kreider's playing a little bit like he's hurt. I would move Gauthier up and move Kreider down. He's not been very sharp since he took a couple of pucks off himself, but he took a hit in the first, and I don't think he's playing all that great. Jared says, does YouTube hype feature even do anything? As in, if you like the stream? Yeah, because it shows up in people's homepages if they like hockey. But yeah, YouTube recommendations actually do a lot. It's a kind of an interesting thing. when you look at the numbers in the back end, YouTube recommends is actually a really great discovery tool for people. So a lot of people find us through that. Rogue Volps says, Adam, getting some Uncrustables. Oh, that's funny. Good for you. Girthy Bettman, refs are just letting it go because everyone was crying about the non-icing. I'm just trying to get the argument started in the chat. Ferris Gorilla says, please come and visit us. Catch a Devils game. They're owned by Canadians, and we have so much history. Oh, my God. Welsh history is insane. They say that the last remnants of the Roman Empire in Britain, the Romano-British, were in Wales until the Normans came along and said, you know what? Screw you guys. We're taking over the whole place. Telling you. Cardiff is a good time, Hayden. You like Cardiff? I would love to go. I would love to go. Mr. Modern Marvels and the Welsh Longbowmen. Don't you forget it. Battle of Agincourt. Took a whole life to learn how to shoot a bow like that. I would honestly, I would drag my wife to every museum, every castle, everything. And you know what? She's kind enough to go along with it, which is nice. As long as I take her out for really nice dinners. She's a big foodie. $13.50 to go. Knights pushing here, trying to get the tying goal. They've come on strong here in the last 2 or 3 minutes. A lot of offensive zone time. They're double shifting the top two lines. Marner Carlson just went off the ice. Now they're back on it, trying to get those scoring chances. Pass up. Kreider leaves it for Carlson. Terry's going to get it to Carlson. Scores! Great play. Chris Kreider. I told you he wasn't playing great, but he played great there. Got it to Troy Terry. Troy Terry found Leo Carlson, who has looked like the most dangerous Duck on the ice all night long, and it finally opens up for him, and we're 2-0. The Ducks are now putting the pressure on the Vegas Golden Knights. The Golden Knights are going to have to open up their game and play hockey that I don't think they're that comfortable with, certainly not towards hockey. So this is now tilting the game in the Ducks' favor. A wide open game favors the Ducks. They can skate faster, and they've got weapons on every single line. Here we go. Here we go. Man, Carlson's a god. I'm telling you, people do not understand how good this player is. They don't get it. They don't get it. He's so phenomenal. I love this guy. I'm getting a jersey. And I don't even like the Ducks jerseys. I love the Ducks. I'm still not crazy about these jerseys, but Hayden says these ones are the best ones, right, Hayden? You like these ones, the away jerseys? Oh, you like the orange. You like full orange. Hayden likes more color in the NHL, which I don't blame you for. Listen, orange works for the Flyers. I'm not saying orange can't work. I have watched a lot of Ducks hockey in these playoffs. Maybe I should be a little more open. Hayden says, I'd love a team with Miami Vice colors. Yes. I need some teal, which the Sharks already do. Some teal, some blue, maybe a little pink in there. Like, I'm talking like 1980s and you're wearing a wetsuit. You know what I'm saying? Like that color. Jake Costello, Mitch Marner spitting backhand to absolutely nobody. I've heard that line before. Also, can I get a Gavin for the chat? Gavin! Has anyone seen Gavin? That is a sad story in that video game, by the way. If anybody's never played Red Dead Redemption 2, there's like a British guy looking for his brother Gavin, and he can't find him because Gavin's dead. I don't remember how you find out that Gavin's dead. GW says, Adam, you should wait for the hometown remix Ducks jersey for the Leo jersey. That's what I'm going to do. Because I do like what was the one from this year? Hayden, can you bring up the Ducks jersey from this year that was their third jersey? Yeah, could you put it up on stream? Because the Ducks third jersey this year, whatever their remix, whatever they call them now. I don't need Mighty Ducks jerseys because they're not the Mighty Ducks anymore. They're the Ducks. But I'm going to put this up on screen, and you guys tell me, if you were buying a Ducks jersey, would you buy home, away, or the one I'm about to show you? Oh, yeah, Gavin dies of tuberculosis. Yeah, you read that in the letter. There's a letter. You know what? That game is amazing and exciting, but it can break your heart, eh? It's crazy. Spicy Hold the Mayo says, Adam, are you a fan of the Mighty Ducks movies? Yes. Although D3 is a little slow. D2's the best one. Kanto says, Adam, can we get an I'm open to it working mug in the SDPN store? I feel like nothing sums up the optimism, skepticism, balance of the podcast. You know what? I think that's actually a great idea. There's Henry Samueli, Anaheim Ducks owner. He's got to be thrilled. Okay, should I get this one with the Leo Carlsson? Because I love that jersey. That jersey's sexy. Is that the one I should get? Oh, big save by Dostal. And Barbashev is saying that a Ducks player covered that up in the crease, but I don't think that's going to go very far. I think that's top notch. That's the one, right? Hayden, thank you for bringing that up, by the way. I really appreciate it, dude. Yes, people are saying yes to it. I think I'm going to do it. I'm a Leo Carlsson stan. By the way, I might wait for the offseason for that one, because I think Radko Gudas isn't going to be back next year. He doesn't have another year left on his deal, does he? And so if Radko Gudas isn't back, even if he is back, I still think it's time probably for Lacombe or Carlsson to be the captain. So I wouldn't want to get a jersey with the A if he's going to be the C. You know what I'm saying? That's the one I would get. Hayden, would you get the orange one, or would you get that Ducks one? Hayden saying he'd get the orange one still. You know what? It is growing on me a little bit. I can't lie. It's growing on me a little bit. It's a lot better than I didn't like the Ducks jerseys that they won the cup in, with the D with the foot. I never. Yeah, and they're on the shoulders still. I just don't like. I don't mind it as a shoulder patch. I don't like it as the front. Oh no, that's a good jersey. Hayden's saying I also like the Islanders fisherman jersey, the fisherman's friend jersey. Absolutely. Or is it fisherman's friend or the what is it? What's the fish sticks guy? Captain Highliner. Yeah, that is a hot take from us, Hayden, but I stand behind it. I still like the original Islanders jersey better, but the Captain Highliner jersey is a great third. 12-12 remaining in the third period. And the puck is fired back down the ice. The Ducks now are letting the game come to them a little bit, because the Vegas Golden Knights have got to open up and score some goals here. It's been physical. They've had some opportunities for sure. Dostal's been really sharp. Marner just missed a pass, and out come the Ducks again. And I think that puck was kicked. It's not going to be an icing. Carlsson to Howden. Back to Hannafin. Hannafin is going to go just dump that puck in, go for a change. $11:26 left in the third. Vegas needs 2 to tie. Ducks looking for their third goal to put this game as out of reach as they possibly can. Both goalies have been very strong tonight. But the Ducks, again, kind of like game one, have controlled a lot of the play, and they've just kept chipping away and chipping away. Sedin Magic 15 says, per Puckpedia, Radko Gudas is indeed a UFA this summer, so definitely waiting for the jersey. Yeah, I think Radko Gudas isn't going to be captain anymore, even if he's back, even if they re-sign him. And I know a lot of Ducks fans are like, yeah, we're okay with him going. Not so good anymore. SLS 98, Ducks they don't wear the ultimate jersey or alternate jerseys anymore. Plus, I don't think Carlsson wore that one either. Rocket Man says, has the opinion on the Canes away jerseys changed at all? I like them. Yeah, I like them okay. I love the swirl so much. You're never going to get me to not like the swirl. I loved the reds. I thought the Canes original jerseys were fucking awesome. That hurricane, and they had the squares along the bottom of the, like I'm talking like Jeff O'Neill, Stephen Rice era Carolina Hurricanes. Like the one where they won their cup, right? Great jerseys. Phenomenal. Vael tries to get out to Washi, and he did, but Washi had already skated away. Cutter Gauthier. Oh, no, that wasn't Cutter. Why did I say Cutter Gauthier there? That's not even close to Cutter Gauthier. Ten minutes to go. All right, you know what? I'll just wait to see what the Ducks' third jerseys are next year, and that's what I'll do. Because I'm a Leo Carlson stan. $9:52 to go in the third. Barbashev. Oh, big hit by Dowd. He's been throwing hits all game. Fourth line for the Vegas Golden Knights are out there. Granlund flips the puck to center. Back in come the Vegas Golden Knights. Just trying to keep that forecheck going. They're looking for an offensive zone faceoff. They want to get the puck on Dostal. They want him to cover it up, and then they want to send their big offensive boys out there. That's what this fourth line is supposed to do for Vegas. Real simple task. Not easy to execute against these Ducks. Dante says, should I be nervous or excited about Kyle Dubas and the Pens having $45 million cap space? I'll tell you, you should be pumped. And you know what? You know what you should be pumped about? The fact that free agency stinks this year. He's got all that cap space. Kyle Dubas' strength, and I will say this forever and ever, and I've never backed off this. Kyle Dubas is brilliant at trades. He's brilliant at finding value in trades. Look what he did with Girard and Kulak and Skinner and Jari and all that shit that he did. Those two trades alone. He's brilliant at that. Absolutely excellent trader. Oh, and the Ducks are going on the penalty kill. Vegas is going to have an opportunity to get back in, and it's one of their key penalty killers, Ryan Poehling, who tripped up Jack Eichel. Uh-oh. That's not great. But if you're a Vegas fan, it's pretty great. Oh, boy. Things just got a little interesting. Volt says Ducks are orange because it's in Orange County. Oh, I know. Listen, I know. I think I don't have a problem with orange because I love Flyers jerseys. I think they're awesome. I think it was everything was orange. But I suppose if you're going to be orange, you should be more orange than the Flyers because otherwise you're just Flyers West, right? So maybe they were just like, well, we can't have black pants because then we're the Philadelphia Flyers. So there's always that too. Kai says, no more orange, go back to purple. There should only be one orange team. Orange and purple do go well together. They could put a little splash of purple in there. I wouldn't mind that. I'm a fan of color in jerseys, by the way. I love Nashville's yellow. When they used to have like this nasty, mustardy, weird yellow. The Nashville yellow now it's perfect. It's perfect. Mixed Heart Productions wasn't LA purple at one point. Yes. So funnily enough, the LA Lakers and the LA Kings were owned by a man from Toronto in the 60s and 70s. And then in the late 70s, he went through a divorce, had to sell them. And so the Buss family, Jerry Buss, bought both of them, and they both had the same color palette. So when Jerry Buss, who didn't give a shit about hockey, sold the LA Kings to Bruce McNall in the late 80s, and then Bruce McNall brought in Wayne Gretzky, they moved off of the yellow and purple colors, and they rebranded, and now they're black and silver. But I actually really liked the original colors. I think that yellow and purple is very LA, and it's very LA, and we don't have a purple left in the NHL. You're right, Hayden. It's very LA, and it's very cool. So I wish the Kings would go back to it at least for, we got a broken stick right off the faceoff. And he's going to go to the bottom. Oh, wow. Okay, he was able to get that stick back. Vegas not able to take advantage of it. PK has been spectacular for the Ducks tonight. It's been spectacular for the Golden Knights, too. Both teams doing a lot of penalty killing. I don't think there's been a power play goal tonight, but maybe here. Big save on a great Eichel shot. Down low, Dostal got the toe on that. And the puck goes out. Yes, Joe says it's Jack Kent Cook. It was Jack Kent Cook. He also owned the Toronto Maple Leafs baseball team. Hilarious. Still exists. Yasiel Puig plays for it. 1:08 left. Shot from the point. Saved by Dostal. Theodore absolutely crushed that one, but they're saying on the broadcast, and I think they're right, you got to get somebody in front of Dostal. He can't be allowed to see it. Look at that. They're trying to get him to move side to side as well. I told you that earlier. And we got a Vegas Golden Knight, William Karlsson, without a stick, snapped, and the Vegas Golden Knights have to then get the puck back up the ice, but they do. What a great pass by Carter Hart, all the way to Jack Eichel at the Ducks blue line. Zone entry gain, Dorofeev to the point. It's Rasmus Andersson to Eichel to Dorofeev. Dorofeev across. Shot. Oh, and it doesn't go in. And it's still not in. And it's still not in. And what a save. I don't even think Dostal made one save. That was just a bunch of Duck bodies in front. Wow. There was beautiful opportunity there with Dostal on his butt, but the Golden Knights could not convert. They still have 5 seconds to go. It's Anderson to Howden, shot, saved by Dostal, and that rebound is cleared. The Anaheim Ducks are able to completely, somehow, sweatily get out of that. Crazy play. 6:10 to go in the third. Teams are now combined 0 for 8 on the power play. Hard to believe it, but we're having an entire game here where nobody's got a power play goal. Terry flips the puck in. Leo Carlsson, the goal scorer, number 2, gets the puck. He's out front. Leo Carlsson. And oh boy. And the puck looked like it was loose, and Jeff Viel is just making problems. Wow. 5:47 to go in the third. Man, the Ducks are playing hard. Vegas trying to get back in this game. Excellent PK there. Look at the bodies down. And that's one block by Granlund, another block I think by Minchikov. So Granlund blocks this one. This is a sure goal. Granlund absolutely robs Jack Eichel, and there were a couple other swipes at it. My God. Jay Woodcroft pumped up on the bench. That's the defensive coach for the Ducks, doing a pretty damn good job. GW says VL has been a treat to watch. Can you believe they got him for like a 4th-round pick from the Bruins? He seems like a Bruin. Like he plays like a Bruin. You know what I mean? And I'm surprised they gave him up. He could have been pretty useful for them against Buffalo. It's a great player. Pat Verbeek, man. Like, people are talking about Kyle Dubas winning GM of the year or, some other guys, potentially. I can't believe Jarmo Kekalainen's name's even being mentioned. No disrespect, but Jarmo didn't build that team, and Jarmo didn't do anything much to change that team. He shouldn't win GM of the year. Lindy should get Coach of the Year. Bill Guerin could get GM of the year, whatever. At some point, we got to respect the fact, the patience and the intelligence of Pat Verbeek and that Anaheim Ducks front office to do what they've done. Like, really and truly, they've put this team together piece by piece, waited for veteran guys like Trouba and Kreider and Gudis and whoever else to become available for cheap. They built up the draft class. Like, it's really impressive. It's going to be a strong team for a long time. And I think their biggest rival is going to be the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks are coming, man. It's you guys, we know the Sharks are coming. Hayden says Death Valley is going to be scary, except for the Kings. I don't think the Kings are going to get any better. I think the Kings are actually going to fall off. And I think the Kings, unless they have an outrageously good summer, I think the Kings don't make the playoffs next year because the Sharks will. And I have a feeling like Edmonton has got to be careful this offseason too, because they're all in the same division, and these guys have not been challenging them for a while. And you're seeing what the Ducks are doing to the Golden Knights right now, right? And the Golden Knights won the division. You just wait. The Sharks are going to come on strong. Edmonton's going to have their hands full. Vegas is going to have their hands full. It's going to be, it's going to be fun. We're going to have this division, this Pacific division is going to be a monster in like 3 years. It's already good, but it's going to be a monster. And imagine, too, like McDavid, let's say McDavid stays in Edmonton, which I would think is the most likely outcome because players always stay. You look at who that, so it's going to be like Marner, Eichel, Dorofeyev, Draisaitl, McDavid on another team. And then you got, Seneca, Lacombe, Carlson, Gauthier on the Sharks or on the Ducks. And then the Sharks have Celebrini, Dickinson, Misa, Askarov, and then, whoever they draft this year. Shot! Big save by Paling. Fired that one on Carter Hart, and it goes all the way back and down to the Ducks zone. Minchikov is going to pick this one up. Mark Stone able to intercept it. And it's Cutter Gauthier looking a lot more active tonight than he did in game one. Killorn with the hit is able to separate Hanifin from the puck. Gauthier gets that one. He takes a hit from Barbashev. And Mark Stone with Jack Eichel. This game is opening up. You notice how fast it's getting. Shot by Jack Eichel. Just missed the wide post. Eichel is flying out there right now. I mean, he can fly any day. .424 to go in the third period. And that puck is intercepted. Kreider dumps it in. Just playing it safe. Ducks trying to keep it in. It's Terry and Kreider along the boards. Carlson, bad pass. Gave it immediately to Brett Howden. That's the only bad thing that Leo Carlson has done tonight. My sweet prince. William Carlson. And Carter Hart is being pulled from the game. It's 6-on-5. Can the Ducks get goal number 3 here, or do Vegas come in and score a goal? Does somebody take a penalty? It's going to be a very exciting 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And if you're from California, this will probably be the longest 3 minutes of your life this year so far. I mean, it's still early in the playoffs. Let's be honest. Oh, they gave it away. And they score. The Ducks score. Puck was given away. Jensen Harkins, who did not play game one and did not play most of the first, I don't think Jensen Harkins even saw a game in the first round, if I can remember. He gets into the lineup tonight for Mason McTavish and scores the goal. And that will put the Vegas Golden Knights away for tonight. And here's the scary part. The scary part is the Ducks should have won game one. And they absolutely should have won game two. And now it looks like they're going to win game two. Washi with the interception there, by the way. He's the one that got it to Jensen Harkins. That is, league is on notice. Vegas is on notice. They're going back to the Honda Center tied 1-1. It's going to be loud in Orange County. It's going to be loud in Orange County. Sporty Steph said, my coworker's daughter drove to Vegas for this. Hell yeah. Hanifin, shot, saved by Dostal. Vegas is not going to give up here. These next 3 minutes are critical. This game is not over. We've seen comebacks before. In fact, the Toronto Maple Leafs scored 3 goals in like 2 minutes to tie up a series or tie up a game against the Columbus Blue Jackets. And I remember that game well because it was my wife and I's first date all the way back in summer 2020. Hayden is predicting the shithousery to go crazy here. I'm not surprised at that at all. If Jeff Viel hits the ice, there's going to be a fight. I bet Keegan Colasar is going to hit the ice too. Colasar's out there. Oh boy. And Viel is too. I think. Yeah, it's Washi, Viel, and Moore. Oh, there's going to be a fight here. They're talking. Colasar is going to take the face off now because Hurdle was kicked out. Colasar loses the draw. Oh, but the puck takes a weird bounce off the glass. In comes Dorofeyev. Oh, that was close. That just hit one of the stanchions in the glass. Alex799 says Mitch is calling his agent. No, he's not. I think Mitch is perfectly happy in Vegas. 2:45 to go in the third. Hurdle. Across the ice. Wide open. Here we go. Shot is in. And the Vegas Golden Knights get it off the post and no goal twice. How did that puck stay out? Wow. There was more bodies flying. The Ducks were willing to sacrifice the body to keep that out. Woo! How did that puck stay out? I can't wait for them to show the replay on that. I think Jackson Lacombe was diving. I think it was Lacombe. Worth noting that Carter Hart has stayed in the net. I don't think they're going to pull him again, but you know, it's Tortorella. You never know what's going to happen. Less than 2 minutes to go. The Anaheim Ducks are about to potentially win their first second round game since 2017. It's been a really, really long wait for Orange County. A long, long, long road. Shot in. Oh, just past Dostal there. 90 seconds to go in this hockey game. Now, it's about playing it safe, not giving them a second. Eichel tries to get it across. Killorn with the interception. He's just going to hold it. I'm surprised he didn't rag it a little bit more. Just put it back behind your own net. Sedin Magic 15. If the Ducks win, does McTavish get into game 3? I think Quinville's going to go with the lineup that won the game. I can't believe McTavish is scratched. Holy. Alex799. The real question is what Maddie thinks about this. We'll have to ask her tomorrow. You got the Steve Dangle podcast tomorrow, kids. Oh, puck's out front. And Paling is going to get this. Or sorry, Seneca. It's not Paling. It's 45. Seneca breaking in. He's got right now, the game-winning goal. He had the first goal of the game. But if LA scores here in the next 40 seconds, which I don't know if they will, he won't anymore. This is crazy. This is crazy. By the way, good time to tell you that we will be back for game 3 on Friday night. If you were thinking about going out and partying, the party's here. Okay. So I'm going to be hanging out. I want you guys to come join me. It's going to be electric inside the Honda Center. You know that. Shot, Carter Hart with the save, 14.3 seconds to go. So I'm going to see you back here, right? You guys promise? And Madison says there's going to be an SDP on the Thursday. Yes, because there's something going on Friday with Steve that we couldn't do it. And then we are back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This week was just a weird week. Let's just be honest. So yes, Steve Dangle podcast tomorrow night will be released, or a tomorrow evening release. So make sure you're tuned into that. And then Friday, I have a stream, and I think Steve does too. So it's going to be back-to-back streams. It'll be Vegas and Anaheim, and then Saturday night, Colorado, Minnesota, and then Sunday night, Vegas, Anaheim again. Somebody said Ducks should be up 2-0 in this series. I agree. They've just taken a penalty here. It's Paling. I agree. The Ducks should be up. But they're not. Vegas found a way to win game 1. It's a 7-game series for a reason. Get out there and win the games. Shea Theodore trying to break up the shutout here. Eichel with a shot, and he does. Ooh. Oh, that doesn't feel good. That would piss me off. Oh. Ooh. Dostal was 5.6 seconds away from a shutout. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, if you're the Ducks, you got to use that as heat for the next game. Oh, yeah. Oh, you want to score on us with 5.6 seconds to go? Oh, that was a good redirection by Stone, though. That's like elite. Wow. What's Dostal even supposed to do there? Look at this. He like cradles it. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that just beats him under the blocker. Giggling Cat dropping a happy emoji in there. She's anti-Ducks. The Ducks still have not gotten a shutout this season, apparently. That's funny. So I think there's going to be Kolasar's talking right now. Is there going to be a fight? I don't think so. And that's it. Going back to the Honda Center, we will see you Friday night, kids. Friday night. Thank you all for being here, by the way. You know, like I'm loving like late night streams are, I mean, I guess it's not late night for you if you're on the West Coast. Late night streams are always, you're never sure how it's gonna go. But you guys are just being here. You've been amazing. It's been so great having you all here, kicking ass. And I know that producer Hayden is exhausted. You know how I know that? He's not very talkative. Usually if he's fired up, he's chatting. But our guy's tired. So I'm going to let him go home. And I want to say, producer Hayden, great stream tonight. He did the chat and the production, and he was calling up clips and all that shit. Thank you, Hayden. To you guys who all tuned in, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Steve Dangle podcast tomorrow, streams on Friday for both Steve and myself. Jesse might do Philadelphia, Carolina yesterday or tomorrow. We'll find out. But anyway, love you all. See you tomorrow on the Steve Dangle podcast. Also, Chris Johnson show too. We're going to call it a night, and I'm going to go to bed. Good night.